Hello, little ones. Would you like to hear a story? I've got one for you. From Rolling with Remix. Long ago, the land of Irion was a land of plenty, and many wanted to lay claim to its riches. When those who lived in Irion could no longer agree on who held what, civil war broke out across the entire realm, until the kobolds, in desperation to keep their kingdom afloat, summoned the dark and terrible Dragotha. The great dragon cared not for the alliances constantly made and broken across Irion, and razed many of its great cities to the ground, until a last desperate alliance finally slew the titanic worm. With no one in any shape to continue the fight, an armistice was reached, and the Great War ended. But tensions were still on the rise. 30 years later, a ragtag group of adventurers, who met at a harvest festival and joined forces to look for the missing mentor of one of their band, were hired by a mysterious old man to travel to the great city-states of Irion and perform acts of heroism that those in power would not approve of. But those same acts served to heighten tensions across the land, and the old man, secretly a scheming mind flayer, revealed that once more Irion had fallen into a great civil war. Now, with militaries and dark powers on the rise, our heroes gather their forces in hopes of saving what they can before Irion once more falls into ruin. Momo, the Aarakocra cleric.
You're my friend. You're my family. And I'll protect you at all costs.
Corellian, the kobold paladin.
I will not make the same mistakes again.
Malifan, the half-elf rogue.
I won't stand idle. Not while people's lives are at stake.
Oh, this should be fun.
Quintessa, the human fighter.
You shouldn't be surprised. Everyone is out for themselves in the end.
And Scam Likely, the goblin artificer.
There are three constants: death, taxes, and my ability to dodge both.
Unprepared though they might be, our heroes find themselves at the front lines of a great battle to save the fallen empires. Last time on Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires. After Scam remembered his deal with the Fey woman, to place a charm on him that she could call upon at any time, he and Corellian worked on potential solutions to the fact that their transport vessel was taken, eventually putting together a clay jar that theoretically should be able to be mended together to hold the Mortis Memoria flower. Afterwards, Scam and Momo had a talk out of earshot, about how even though the plan didn't go well, it was a solid plan, and Scam felt Momo deserved to know that Quintessa fully planned to abandon him to the Fae. Feeling hurt and betrayed, Momo admitted that he didn't at first trust Scam, but now thought of him sort of as a friend, and the two returned to camp. On watch that night, Stranger, a centaur who had previously encountered the group back at Battenrand's Hall some time ago, happened across their camp, returning from the swamplands to the south to pick up the remains of some adventurers who did not survive the trip. Willing to sit down and rest and share information, Stranger told them about the lizard folk of the southern swamps, who called themselves the Envy, generally bigger, hungrier, and meaner than other lizard folk in the 10 realms. Whereas normal tribes of lizard folk may try to scare you off or divert people to get eaten by crocodiles, the Envy were the crocodiles. Stranger also informed them of 3 what he called head honchos among the Envy: the Bone Crusher, the Cannibal, and the Swamp Ghost, who he said was the one most likely to negotiate with people, and would be the most likely source for information on the Mortis Memoria. That morning, our heroes trudged through the swamps. Well, trudged for the first part, and then Momo remembered he could cast Water Walk, and then they walked on top of the mud and water through the swamps, avoiding every Envy gathering they could, before stumbling into the lair of the Bone Crusher. With some quick thinking and fast words on Scam Likely's part, he managed to convince the towering, ravenous Envy that it would be much easier to just let them pass, in exchange for food and a very, very temporary burst of strength. The following day, closer to the south, they came across a hut on stilts in the middle of the swamp, the home of the Swamp Ghost. Senthajal, an Envy of great and terrible power, said to worship something called the Great Primordial Mire, was there, speaking to the heroes through a shadow on the outer walls of her hut, and saying that she would be willing to share some Mortis Memoria, in exchange for them leaving one of them, the one they liked least, she taunted, to be devoured. After some lengthy debate, where it was confirmed she would not allow them to keep any body parts of whoever they sacrificed, our heroes attacked, but right before the fireball could strike her hut, the swamp seemed to collapse in on itself, leading them into a maze of fetid pools, surrounded by lizardfolk warriors, ready for a fight. Will our heroes survive the encounter? Will they be able to get their Mortis Memoria? And how exactly are they going to get back without being attacked by even more Envy? Find out on tonight's episode of Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires. Hello and welcome to Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires. If you're just joining us, I'm sorry, this is episode 89. Joining me, Alex, your DM in this lovely Dungeons & Dragons campaign, we have our usual cast of characters. We have Atwis.
It's time for crawfish broil.
We have Jojo.
Ketamine.
We have Queen.
It's time for my scaly dreams to come true.
And we have Xander.
Shrimp kebab, shrimp creole, shrimp gumbo, pan-fried, deep-fried, stir-fried.
We might have Scott, but he got sealed away, and it was to keep the peace, but all that changed when the Fire Nation attacked. When last we left off, our heroes ventured deep into the swamps of Irion to look for a flower known as the Mortis Memoria, which, if brewed properly into an herbal mixture, could send them into the mind of Malaphane's mother and figure out what the hell's wrong with it, / get rid of what the hell's wrong with it. In order to do this, they encountered an Envy, a giant crocodile woman named Senthajal, otherwise known as Swamp Ghost. Negotiations didn't go well. They're in a weird, strange area of a whole lot of swamp pools, and it's time for a bloodbath, y'all!
Yee.
I think those negotiations would have gone fine if she had just let me keep a fucking finger.
She's got very particular needs, okay, dude?
Alright.
Wait, I don't see her on the map anymore. I'm concerned.
She is behind a tree, and I don't think my music is playing.
Oh, I see. You've toggled the new feature, the Explorer mode.
I did, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so it won't block the map, but it'll just block what's not immediately visible to us in terms of enemies. That is nice. It's less obstructive that way.
Okay, well, music is playing for the stream, but not on my end. That is weird. We'll deal with it.
They're the ones that matter.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who are trying to imagine what the music is, it is the fight against the Leshen from The Witcher 3.
Nice.
Sing it. Just get it in my mind.
Now, go.
Roll initiative! Roll initiative!
Needs gumption.
Alright, come on. Roll initiative for these characters. Roll 20, why are you so slow?
Roll 20 is always slow. Why are you asking it now?
It's probably a big map, that's why.
Not particularly!
Well, it's
I could roll for Malaphane.
If you would not mind.
Ha! The 7 on scam.
That one should come up.
Oh yeah, keep in mind that Jabidi is active.
I will drag Jabidi in here.
Yeah.
In the meantime, surprising no one because he's a swashbuckler, Malaphane goes first.
Wow.
Oh, excellent. Wonderful. I guess Malaphane would maybe move to see if he could see more of the battlefield, so let me,
Going through the water, by the way, is difficult terrain.
Okay. Awesome. So, he can still make it to about there, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like just the same ones are in range, so I suppose he will fire off an arrow at that one, the closest one to the...
Cool. Alright. Its AC is 13, so that's a hit.
Awesome.
Okay. Malifane pulls back an arrow, loosens it from the bow, and it lodges directly into the Envy's shoulder. It lurches backwards a little bit and turns to face him with just like completely blank white eyes and just jerking, lurching movements, and gurgles as it stares him down.
Gross.
Interesting.
Alright. Is that Mel's turn?
I suppose... actually, let me check on Cunning Action real quick.
Dash, disengage, or hide is cunning action.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got anywhere reasonable to hide, so I suppose...
Not right here, he doesn't.
No.
Quintessa.
I will slide to the left and shoot at this one.
Okay.
If the character sheet allows it, which it will! Yay!
Yay. All of those hit.
Oh, fucking brilliant. 26.
26. In total, that is more than half its health, so I'm gonna roll System Shock for this thing. You plug the lurching Envy with enough holes that it just seizes up completely and just collapses like a rag doll.
Oh, beautiful. And I am aware of this one here, so I will stay where I am for now.
Okay. It is then not Corellian's turn, actually. I moved it there at first, but then I remembered Senthajal has layer actions.
What?
Ooh. I mean, it's her lair, dude.
It is her lair. Fair. You are in her lair.
Yeah.
So, the only layer action that makes sense for her to do right now is this one. So, as you get your bearings in the middle of these fetid pools and brackish bits of swamp water, you hear this wailing, bone-chilling scream. I'm going to need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. Oh no!
Oh!
Don't forget that you get a +4, I believe, from Corellian on save.
12.
The DC is...
Give me a moment, sorry.
I rolled a 22.
Okay.
Hold on, let's see. Who do I need to give Flash of Genius to? Let me see if I have any uses of Flash of Genius left. I have one use of Flash of Genius left. I'm actually probably gonna save that.
Okay. So, that would mean that Scam and Corellian are fine. Ooh, it's a scary noise, big deal. Momo, you're terrified of things in general, and you were just rooted to the spot with fear. Malifane and Quintessa, you also feel that shiver go through your bones, and you have...
Wait, they all have the bonus from Corellian, don't they?
The DC is 16.
Malifane is good then.
Yeah,
No.
but no, yeah, Malifane.
No, he's out of range.
Malifane's out of range.
Oh, Malifane's out of range.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Quintessa is nowhere near close enough.
I cannot see Malifane.
Would you say that that's the frightened condition, actually?
No, that's just flavor. Rules as written, its speed is reduced to 0.
Okay, gotcha. Because I have a thing. If it was frightened, then I have a thing, but it's not. So.
It is.
Also, yay, Scott! Good.
Who's Scott? Hi, Scott.
Hello.
I missed you.
Scott
Please be Malifane.
After his turn.
Sorry, what?
Scott
Sorry.
appears after his turn.
Yeah, Malifane went first, so I just had him do a thing.
What did you have him do?
He just moved to the side and shot an arrow.
Okay, fine, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else he would have done, but...
I don't know.
I
really don't know.
At this point, it's the thing that would make the most sense.
I don't know what the given circumstances are, so given how little knowledge I have, that's probably what I would have done.
We fell into Senthijal's lair, remember?
Yes, I know.
With angry lizard folk.
Mhm.
Also, me, Quintessa, and Malifane are in a state of fright because Synthazol screamed and it spooked us. And there's also difficult
Our
terrain,
speed is dropped to
so-
0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
How long does that last?
Until the next layer action.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
So
You said
that's a whole
wait. You
round.
said fright?
No, it's not fright.
No, it's not the frightened condition. It's just that your speed is now 0.
Right, my bad.
You're just rooted to the plate. You're just rooted to the ground in fear.
That's not charm. That's not a charm, is it?
It is not.
No.
Okay.
Alex, what program do you use to make these tokens? Because this runic border is super cool to look at.
I bought these from the Roll20 marketplace.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
fucking sick.
Other tokens I just use Photoshop and assets that I bought from the Roll20 marketplace.
Nice.
It is now Corellian's turn.
Okay, I actually have a bit of a question about the terrain. Is that a straight up tree that can't be gotten around?
Tree is tall enough that you can get under it, especially since you're small, you wouldn't have any problems going through.
Okay, just wanted to check since the roots extended and all that. In that case, Corellian will move up a little bit to sort of block off this area and is going to actually could I does this lizard folk look undead by any chance?
Make an Arcana check.
Awesome. I will do so.
This lizard folk is obviously not moving like a regular lizard folk would. You'd guess that something is controlling its movements, and it might have gone through rigor mortis. So, for all intents and purposes, it's undead, but still also has the humanoid tag.
Okay. In that would be my action, yes, correct?
No, that's just looking at it.
Oh, okay. Awesome. In that case, I will stay in my lane and I will instead throw some of my javelins.
Yeah, stay in your lane, Corellian.
Stay in the lane, Corellian.
Stay in the lane.
You're damn lucky that lane's right in front of you.
Yeah, thanks.
Both of those hit?
Nice.
Actually, sorry, ignore the radiant. That has to be on a melee, so it doesn't apply. So that'd be 9 and 8.
That is 17 total. Okay. That is more than half its health. So
Awesome. And I'm gonna call back. There's something wrong with these.
Momo's quivering and holding his weapon, shaking a little bit.
The Envy looks pretty bad off, but it looks to be still standing. And shifts its gaze with the clacking of bones from Malifane over to Corellian. It is now their turn.
Bug.
The lizard folk by Corellian is going to pull out a spear with a rope on it and hurl it straight for Corellian.
Hey!
Nice.
Bam! That's a hit. It deals
Not
7.
optimal.
It deals 7 piercing damage as it goes through your shoulder, and the lizard folk yanks you back towards him into the water.
Ow.
Awesome.
He's got multi-attack, so at this point he's also going to unhinge his jaws farther than any lizard folk should be able to and try to bite. That is not higher than your AC, though, so you, just grab his lower jaw and keep it pushed back. Yeah, so you are not grappled, but you are in the water.
Okay.
Another lizard folk is going to not go that way. That's away from the action. Trudge through the swamp water towards Malifane and try to reel him in as well. So that is a miss to Malifane.
I'm sorry, what now?
The lizard folk missed you with a spear that would have pulled you into the water. Yeah. Having done that, it pulls out another spear and is just gonna try to whack you with it. That was a terrible throw. It just lands in the water off to your left, Malifane.
Even when my speed is reduced to 0, they still miss.
They still miss.
Just bend.
Other lizard folk are gonna shuffle along, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're pretty stupid, but they're not stupid enough to attack someone already in the water, so the ones on the right cannot get a good beat on Malifane right now. Actually, yeah, they would have disadvantage if they tried to attack, and I don't think they'd be able to get him into the water if they did. So, they instead prepare to attack. They are holding reeling spear actions. They're very stupid because Malifane can't move, and they would be wasting that whole action, but it's what they're doing. Yeah.
Nice.
Another one is going to trudge down into this pool of water and try to reel in Quintessa. 15.
Hang on. No, misses.
Somehow, despite being rooted to the spot, you lean to the side of the spear. And as the lizard folk pulls it in, it instead goes for a javelin attack. What is with these 7s? What is with these 7s?
It's lucky, right?
It's because I'm here.
You know, if you get 3 of them in a row, you'll be rich. You'll be fucking rich.
Yeah. That is the ghost puppet's turn, so it is Scam's turn.
Oh, you better believe this. First and foremost, I am going to be using my Signet Ring to get a 3rd level spell slot back. It is not an action or a bonus action. It's just a thing I can have happen as per its description. Because I spent all my 3rd level spell slots giving our friend back their food. Now I have that at least one back. All right. For my action, I am going to... Well, first of all, I'm not scared, so I'm gonna move. Is the gross water difficult terrain, or can I?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, then I'll move for a turn. What's the rule with moving diagonally again?
Diagonally is still 5 spaces. I mean, not 5 spaces, cool. 5 feet. 1 square.
Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe I can get here with my 30 feet movement to walk around the pool. Because that would be, and then, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah, so I'll just move there. From this vantage point, I can't see the lizard folk woman, can I? Or is she?
Let's see.
Sorry, it's hard for me to see what's blocking it, because it's just it's like a gradient gray.
Let me double check the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that there's nothing necessarily blocking my view of her. It's fine.
I don't think so, because I can see her token at the very edge of someone's view radius.
Okay, well, you know what? It's fine. For now, I'm gonna focus on some of these weird puppets. I am going to action create an Eldritch Cannon. I am going to have this one be a actually hold on. Flamethrower or Force Ballista? I'll have it be a Force Ballista. So I'll just scam very quickly grab some fucking swamp mud and random twigs, and then just begins to very quickly, his hands in a blur of cartoon zaniness, just build essentially I take a broken crossbow and just manage to turn it into a weird hybrid mechanical swamp spider that fires bolts of arcane energy, so that so I'll give it legs, and then I'm gonna bonus action have it shoot this puppet right here, so that is a ranged spell attack. So that is, I believe, going to be a 9. That's a +9, I believe, because the only reason I have a +10 is because of my improved arcane focus. So just whatever I roll with this, subtract 1 from it. Okay, so it's dirty 20.
Dirty
to
20.
hit that puppet.
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
Great. He is gonna take 3d8 force damage, and he gets pushed 5 feet back. So roll 3d8. Okay, he takes 8 points of force damage, push 5 feet back, and then I'm gonna have the force ballista move 15 feet to well, I'm gonna have it move like right over here. Just start crawling over to that token.
I'm gonna have a spiritual weapon double as the force ballista.
Totally fine. It's totally fine.
And
Great. And I believe that is my entire turn, unless I have anything else. Nope. I believe I am all good.
Okay. I double-checked vision. It is Corellian who can see the swamp ghost right now at the very edge of their vision.
Cool.
At which point, they duck out of the range of Corellian's vision, so you can just kind of barely see him now, but with a ghost puppet right in front of you. And let me double-check the range on it. That's a lot of range.
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 Oh yeah, yeah. She can hit all of you, I think. So.
Oh, buddy.
This is
viable.
Fucking.
No, not all of you. It's a 30-foot cube, and you have spread out enough. So.
Okay.
I think, by the way, Jabidi, he was just gonna move. He was gonna move. Is that okay? I forgot to say that Jabidi moves.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Jabidi's over here. So Jabidi floats next to me. He always sticks by my side. He's always by my side, Alex. Unless I say otherwise, he stays by my side. And by the way, I looked it up. Unless I order him to do something with my bonus action, he always takes the dodge action. So, just
Jabidi going.
Yeah, he's always taking the dodge action unless I make him do something else. So,
So from across the swamp, you all hear the chanting of dread and powerful arcane words as water from around Corellian, Momo, and Quintessa starts floating into the air, getting drawn from inside what little plant life there is, and then you feel this tugging sensation at your body as something tries to draw the moisture from within you as well. She is casting Horrid Wilting.
Ooh.
I've never heard of that.
Baby.
no,
that's nasty.
I'm gonna need not everyone, I'm gonna need Corellian, Quintessa, and Momo to make Constitution saves.
Ah,
Excuse
no.
me. What if
That's that
another
good.
one?
Okay.
Quintessa, you're okay. Wait, Quintessa's
I
fine.
can't believe Momo's
Oh,
fucking dead.
Momo's dead.
Momo is just downed immediately as moisture in his body just gets ripped out.
Oh, fuck!
Hey,
Yeah.
Alex, is this one of those necrotic spells where if it takes you to 0, you auto die?
It is.
Wait a minute, can
not.
I use my inspiration?
Oh, thank God.
You can use your inspiration.
Yes, please.
This is not an auto die spell. It just does a lot of damage.
Good.
It's an auto die spell if you're a non-magical plant.
Gotcha. Which
But
thankfully
basically-
none of us are.
Yeah, but everyone but Quintessa takes the
Oh.
full damage. Quintessa takes 32 as it just draws moisture like blood, sweat, everything from out of your body. It hurts. It hurts so much.
Yeah, Momo's dead.
Momo is down.
He's unconscious. He's not dead yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Let's change that, Crack Snuggles.
Excuse me, but I wanted to be moist.
Shush.
All right. And Momo, gonna need you to make a death saving throw.
Yo, this might be the day I actually fucking die.
Oh, you'll be
You will not.
Can you imagine just dying at the beginning of a game? Okay, cool.
See? It's fine.
That would
It's
suck.
fine.
What if I do though?
Well,
Have your backup ready.
Malifane, your speed is 0, but so far you haven't been damaged, and that's fine.
That the lizard folk here is focused on Corellian?
It is currently trying to grapple with Corellian, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna fucking shoot it. Hit it good. And if it's that focused on Corellian, may I have advantage on this shot?
No.
no.
It was worth a shot. Oh, figure. And
But,
literally.
you will get sneak attack damage on it because Corellian's right there.
Alright. Alright, let's see.
Grazie.
9. Okay, now.
Yeah. I believe in you, roll 20.
I want to believe. Yeah. There
Alright.
it is.
13 is its AC. You hit.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Alright.
miracle.
Then add sneak attack. Oh, that could have gone better.
I'm just gonna assume since it's basically undead, you have no problems about killing it rather than rendering it unconscious.
Yeah.
Alright.
There are definitely limits to the code.
Yeah. As Corellian continues pushing away the snapping jaws of the lizard folk puppet and getting battered with this massive, powerful spell, ripping moisture out of their body, Malifane, you knock an arrow, rend it straight into the lizard folk's skull, and it collapses like a rag doll.
Cool.
Just get a weak thumbs up.
I don't suppose I
I
can
got Momo, by the way.
Okay.
I don't suppose I can attempt to take a prone position so that attacks will have disadvantage on me, can I?
You absolutely can, yeah.
I choose to fall prone.
Technically doing that costs 0 speed, so that's viable.
Woo!
I'm just looking at you like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, Malifane gets down to avoid any further oncoming spears. That gives incoming range attacks disadvantage against him if he falls prone. All right. In the meantime, Quintessa.
Defense is a strong offense.
Alright. 3 shots to the one in front of me then.
Okay.
Let's go. God damn it.
Hey.
One of your arrows falls into the brackish swamp water, and you try to reach for it, but you're still paralyzed from the eerie noise. The other 2 hit, though.
Beautiful. 17.
17. That is half of its max health, so system shock roll. You didn't think 2 arrows would be able to take off this thing's skull, but apparently it was just that badly held together.
I'm just that good.
Alright. So, the only one in the water is Corellian. Quintessa is just at the edge, but this is still the only layer action that makes sense for Senthajal to use. More chanting happens, and Corellian, a bunch of phantasmal hands rise from the water and grab at you.
Nice.
So this particular attack is touching water within 60 feet. So wait, let me double check.
Oh yeah, only those who are touching water within 60 feet of her, yeah.
Oh, god damn it!
So that is still just Corellian. She's gonna make a vampiric touch attack against you.
Oh my god.
Can we not?
Touches.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that was a really terrible roll from her. But Corellian, you have nothing. You want nothing to do with these phantasmal hands. You step out of the way as they grasp at you and fade. The effect of Meyer Banshee is over. Everyone has their speed back, and
Brilliant.
it is now Corellian's turn.
Cool, awesome. Corellian is probably gonna get the fuck out of the water, so that would be 10, 15, 20 to about here. and is going to use an action to lay on hands. 40 points.
Okay.
So I'm back up to 50.
Alright. Corellian, you channel divine energy into yourself to get your shit back together after having a lot of blood just ripped out of you from dark magic that just compressed it into nothing. All that said, it is the puppet's turn. Again, they're very
These
stupid.
guys are bitches. Yeah.
So, one is gonna scooch over here so it has a better angle on Malifane. It won't help, but it will. If it hits, it will get Malifane into the water. And wait, disadvantage.
Oh.
Disadvantage.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Does not count. Does not count unless it rolls a second 20.
Don't jinx it.
Hey!
Hey! It sails over Malifane's head as he drops prone. And again,
Nice.
very stupid. It throws a javelin and it just dunks in the water right where Malifane would have landed if the reeling spear hit.
Amazing.
It looks
He is socially a dumbass, but combat-wise, Malifane knows his shit.
Oh yeah.
Alright. And the other puppets are gonna trudge. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he'll move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're
6.
The zombies are coming.
It's going to try and reel in Momo.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, he's prone.
Momo's prone,
No,
though.
Momo's technically prone.
What's my what?
You're
What's your
good.
AC?
You are fine. Even without the breastplate on, your AC would have been higher than 12. And that is... Unfortunately, it does manage to tag Momo with the javelin, so that is 2 death saving
okay.
throws failed.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
damage
I
is
take
2
damage.
death saving throws failed. The
Who
other
knows
puppet...
Revivify again?
It's fine.
The other puppet is gonna go here, step on his buddy,
Hey.
and try to pull Corellian back into the water. So that is not with disadvantage, but still a miss. And Corellian, you just hold up your shield and block the oncoming rain of spears. It is now Scam's turn.
Great. All right. So for my action, I'm gonna have Jibidi partial dash to get next to Momo. I am going to, as Scam, action cast Spare the Dying. I can channel it through Jibidi using Jibidi's reaction. So Spare the Dying on Momo. So death saves reset and Momo is stabilized. And then Scam is gonna move even more. He's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He moves over there, and then I'm gonna have, using my bonus action, I'm going to move the Force Ballista to this space right here, and I want to take a shot at Senthajal with it.
I believe spiritual weapon / Force Ballista can be controlled by anyone, so for future reference, you can just move that shit yourself.
It's not letting me move the token.
That is dumb.
Indeed. Hence why I pinged. Cool. So I'll make a spell attack against Senthajal. I'll make a spell attack against Senthajal.
You'll make a spell attack
Senthajal.
against Senthajal.
That's a 12, but I'll flash of genius that to make that a 16. Does that hit?
16 will hit her.
Great. Cool. Let me spend my last flash of genius. It's fine. We're fine. All right.
Everything's fine.
We gooch.
That's 3d8, not 2d8. D8. That's an 11. However, I think I'm also going to have this be Fury of the Small to make that an extra 11 points of damage.
22
so that is
total.
A total of 22. And she's pushed back 5 feet.
Boom. Direction-wise, it would be straight back northward. So, whoop, there she goes. A little bit out of the water now. It's still mostly in it.
Mm-hmm. and then Scam is gonna just flip her off. And that's his turn.
Okay. Let's see. It is Synthajal's turn.
No.
And let's double check the range.
Oh boy.
Anyway, that's the story of how we all died.
What is it right there?
Guys, it's fine. Wait, quick question. If we all die in this combat encounter, can we just make the campaign being us taking over the afterlife?
Yeah.
Scam kills God.
Scam kills God. Okay, so everyone towards the south of the swamp, which is everyone, you hear the sound of a lot of insects buzzing. And Synthajal conjures up a swarm of locusts in a 20-foot radius sphere, so that's gonna hit everyone but Scam.
Nice.
Beautiful.
What is the spell?
This is Insect Plague.
Insect Swarm. Oh, that, yeah.
Con save, of course.
Okay.
Momo automatically fails, unfortunately, so it's back to 2 death saving throws.
Oh, you're so close.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that is
really bad.
None of us know Revivify.
Well, his death saves got reset, so it's fine.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but I got hit, so that's 2 more death saves.
His turn's next.
So, 9 piercing damage to... I'm also going to need Jabidi to make a con save since he's in range.
Jabidi, no. Hold on. Jabidi's con save. Oh my god, he has so much con, you guys.
Because he's a con artist.
Hey!
I changed my mind. Let Momo die. It's a 16 Jabidi con save, so Jabidi fails. Jabidi. Oh no, sorry, this succeeds.
Yeah, so everyone succeeded the throw except Momo, who cannot because unconscious.
Dead,
how much damage is that? Like
9 piercing damage, but she gets to roll again if you end your turn in the insect swarm, which I'm gonna make a quick token to indicate.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Really quick, death saves, you only have 1 failed save on damage, right? Unless it's a crit or melee. Am I going crazy?
Yeah, it's only melee.
Thought.
It's only melee attacks that deal 2 failed death saves.
Okay,
sorry.
In that case, Momo's only got 1 failed death save.
Yeah. But if Momo rolls a nat 1 on their death save this turn,
Don't
Momo's gone.
jinx it!
Stop! Stop! Please!
I believe in you.
I'm actually scared!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, hello.
Bees!
They hate us!
Stop me!
Actually, they're locusts.
Oh yeah, the puppet also has to make a con save.
Yeah.
He's fine. He doesn't seem to notice being stung by a million bees.
Well, actually, Alex, they're locusts.
Shut face.
Actually, they're bees! You can tell because they're saying, "We are bees, we hate
We
you!"
hate you! Oh,
Okay.
Put it like that.
Momo, death saving throw.
oh, Lord, please have mercy on my soul!
Okay. You ended your turn in the swarm of bees, so that's another failed death save, though.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Momo's gonna die!
It is now Malaphane's turn.
Fuck.
Right, don't care about my own life. Standing up, taking a fucking dash. Drink this fucking potion of healing, Momo!
I hate to ask if your speed is still 0, but...
No, it's not. Yeah.
That's that I forget where I stood, so I forget where my position was, so...
If you dash, you can still make it over there. Easily.
Okay. Drink this potion, for God's sake!
Wait, if you dash, is he still able to give him a potion?
He's a rogue.
He's a rogue.
Oh, fuck, nice.
It pays to be a rogue.
What are your potions? What are your give potion rules, Alex?
My give potion rules are because I am a nice DM, even if the subject is unconscious, the magic still works.
Oh,
Xander, please don't do this to me!
I more so mean, is it an action or bonus action? I mean, is what I'm asking.
I think rules is written it was bonus action. If not, it makes more sense for it to be bonus action because that is way cooler.
Good.
Right, what is the healing on this thing again?
Let me double check.
2d4. Is it a regular potion of healing, Scott?
It's just a regular potion.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Cool, thank you. 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Drink! That's fine.
That's fine, it still counts. Momo, you are back to consciousness.
I don't know how much... At 7. I don't know how much movement I have. If I don't have any, I don't care. It was worth it.
I believe dashing gives you 40 feet total, and you were here, so...
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I only have enough to get to the edge. That's fine, I can at least get to a safe spot where I can escape next turn. So 30, 35, 40.
If you dash, doesn't that make it 80 total since 40?
He stood up
Well, I
from prone.
used half of my movement to get up from prone
Gotcha,
position,
sorry.
so that is okay.
The bees!
That is
The
good
bees
for-
are
we
everywhere
saved-
on you!
We saved the cleric. That is good enough for me.
I will also look at more homebrew potion rules to try and make potions more effective, because I know there are some that make them worth something. Anyway, all that is
Okay,
to say,
so what do I need to do again?
you need to make a Constitution saving throw. It's half damage if you roll above 14.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so only 12 piercing damage.
12 piercing damage. 79. I am still good.
Cool.
Do I have to make a con save again?
No, because
No.
that's if you end your turn.
That's if you end your turn in the bees.
Ah!
Are you okay? Oh yeah, he's also just like, are you okay?
Momo doesn't really respond. He's really delirious.
He's like swollen from the
Because of
stings.
bees.
So many bees!
So many bees.
You're alive. That's good enough for me.
Ah, jeez.
Quintessa!
I yeet myself into the water. Just jump in. 5, 10, 15, 20. I come out here, and I can see, is this guy still alive?
He is.
Right, not for much longer.
Yeah, I was about to say he's not about to be. If you roll literally anything other than a crit fail, you hit him, so...
Well, wait, is he undead?
18 hits.
Well, wait, is he undead?
Yes.
We believe they're undead.
Okay, he was never alive to begin with. You're good.
Okay, still standing.
Still standing. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay.
Do it again.
Do it again. You, send this ragdoll sprawling onto the ragdoll body of its buddy.
Okay. I can't see anyone else, can I? Oh, no, I can. I can see this guy here. Yeah, let's shoot him as well.
I believe he's within range of Momo's light, so you can't see him. That's a hit.
Oh, fucking right. Yeah.
Yeah, I have it set up so that you and Momo have Hooded Lantern and Light Spell light on, so that's
Thank
what you
you.
can see.
Yay.
Everyone else should have
So I
dark
just
vision.
I just kind of like move my arms just to try, get all the drips off. And that's it.
Okay. In the meantime, Meyer Banshee is recharged.
No!
Hit.
So, everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Aha!
Aha! You're alive!
No way!
God, that would have fucked up
Almost
so
set up.
That's
He's no
a
longer
10!
anyone's power.
Yeah, Scam, you are still held to the spot, but
Roll for Jabidi. Wait, let me see if Jabidi can be affected by this.
all right.
Oh, he's only oh, okay, yeah, he would not be immune to anything like this.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll roll for Jabidi.
Malifane, you are also stuck. Everyone else is fine. Jabidi is stuck. Looks at the bees.
Scam is stuck.
Looks at Scam. Looks at the bees.
Jabidi, no!
Jabidi, no!
You'll die on your next turn, but it's cool. I'll bring you back later.
Alright, yeah. Corellian!
Right. So, Kansei versus bees, correct?
Only if you end your turn there.
Oh, excellent. In that case, I will instead 5'10", grab Momo, fucking dragon. 20, 30. So I would probably get him to about here outside of B.
Okay. Momo is safe outside of B.
Excellent. That is the extent of my movement.
Thank you.
Could I use my action to grab Malifane and yank him outside B?
You can use an action to dash and drag Malifane as part of your movement, letting go of Momo.
You know, I will do that. Krellin's just gonna just let this happen and dash drag of these as well. So 10, 20, so you can make it about here.
Alright.
Alright. Nobody's in B's now.
Nobody's in bees now. Stares in
Jabidi.
Jabidi.
Jabidi alone, floating in the bees, as Ave Maria starts to play in the background.
He'll be fine.
Alright. I'm gonna temporarily disappear the bee so that I can see where water is.
Scam needs to put a grenade in Jabidi just so he can like coup de grace every time he's about to go down.
Oh my god, you can make him do the Gur skit thing with Invader Zim.
Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This puppet's gonna try and drag Quintessa into the water.
Try me, bitch.
He tries you.
Oh,
he tried you.
Oh god. Oh my god.
You try to taunt the puppet, but he sticks a spear in you, hurls you back into the water, and then unhinges his jaw to try and bite you. And come on. Come on, roll 20.
Sharpening his teeth.
Just barely a miss. Just barely you managed to duck out of the way.
Okay.
The other on the puppet is not particularly bright, but bright enough to not go to B, so goes over here, turns to see who's in range. The answer is no one.
Yep.
Oop.
Oop. Alright. It is now Scam's turn.
Alright, Jabidi looks down at Momo, who has been dragged out, and as Jabidi is getting fucking decimated by these insects, Jabidi floats down and, like, cradles Momo's face in between his two little sackcloth arms, and Scam is gonna cast Cure Wounds through Jabidi. So Jabidi, like, looks, you know, big giant eyes, and you just see a massive fucking syringe needle come out of his arm, and he just punches Momo in the heart and injects him full of chemicals to cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
It's 5 points of healing to you, Momo.
Thank you.
And then Jabidi gracefully drifts into oblivion at the end of Jabidi's turn. I don't even need to roll a save because he is gone. He is gone.
Jabidi is ripped apart. If I rolled 4 ones, he could have been saved.
He would have been fine, but you didn't, so we're okay.
Yeah.
More traumatizing injections for Momo. And then I'm going to, for my bonus action, have once again my ballista shoot Synthejal. Just go again after her since it's definitely within range. Let me roll my attack. It's 28 to hit. Damn. Do I don't
yeah,
crit-
100% that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Does a 28 hit?
Does a 28
Come on, bro.
I also don't crit on 19s, I don't believe. So that'd be cool if I could with spells.
Oh,
but yeah. Oh no, right, what I'm trying to do. She takes 14 points of damage as she pushed 5 feet back.
Okay. So
Which should be out of the water.
she is, in fact, out of the water.
Cool. Just fucking hit her again. Just be like, yeah, take that, you lizard.
Alright. So, it is Synthejal's turn. She is going to, you hear a hiss, and then see the image of multiple shadows of Synthejal surround her as she casts Mirror Image.
Oh.
And let me double check. She does not get to hide as a bonus action, unfortunately, but she is gonna dive under the water.
There she goes.
Like, you can still see her and the after
Yeah.
images around her, but she is now firmly within the water.
Cool. That can only end so well.
Yep. And Mirror Image is not concentration, so Insect Plague is staying where it is, in the no-no B zone. And Momo.
Finally! Okay, so Momo's flying speed is 60, right?
It is 60 because of the amulet, yes.
Okay, the Momo is gonna fly about here, which is about 55, and he is does that mean that she is in range now?
Can you
visible?
see her?
Can
Let's.
I see her?
It would be if Quintessa's close enough to see her with the hooded lantern, which she's not.
I have no idea.
Scam? Wait, I thought Scam can see her.
Scam, I believe, can see her. Because she was at the edge of Corellian's vision range when Corellian was up around the same vertical area.
I see.
Either way, I don't think any of you can really see her unless you get closer.
Totally.
Okay, well,
What
Momo is going to cast. Probably this shouldn't be a thing that he can do. Or he should do, but he's gonna do it because he's fucking pissed. He's gonna cast Fireball right here.
Da, 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 da.
Where?
Da, 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 da.
Right here.
Yeah, do that.
Fireball can be within 60 feet, or how many feet?
Fireball can be within a lot of feet, but I think
It's in one. It has a 120 foot range.
120 feet. Well, you don't even need to see her for Fireball, Momo. You can literally just cast it over there.
Yeah.
His face is filled with fiery rage, and he's just fucking give us the goddamn flower! And he casts Fireball.
Wow.
Kaboom! A fireball drops on the middle of the swamp.
Have you ever heard of therapy?
That's not an attack, it's a saving throw, so it does not trigger mirror image. So.
Nice.
Oh.
Bum, bum, bum.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Angry bird sounds.
Angry bird sounds.
Angry bird sounds.
Someone can see Synthejal, so I'm assuming it's fine. I think, yeah, it's within the dim light radius of Quintessa's hooded lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Malifane.
Oh boy. I can't. Okay, so I actually don't know this. What is a lair action? I'm assuming it's not what just happened.
Layer actions are things that happen on initiative count 20, losing ties, while a creature is within its lair. So, like, a lich could, if you're fighting it within a lich's lair, be like, "Fuck you, I summon a bunch of skeletons!" on initiative count 20.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so I'm still stuck here. Okay. In that case, let me see the range of my bow real quick, because I think I see a target, but I don't know. Yeah, that hits. Alright. I see that Envy targeting my lady friend, and I don't quite like that. I can't get close to it, so it's like, yeah, fuck it. Let's fire it with an arrow. Hit it with an arrow.
Cool.
And pray that works.
Let me double check shortbow's range, because you'll be able to hit it, I just don't know if it's within normal range.
I think the rogue bow has a 50... No, 80.
80. Yeah, 80, you're fine.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, that's
there
a
we
hit.
go. Alright, dad sneak attack, and... Meh, there we go. Hey!
Chunk! That is 100% double dead now. He is an X on V.
There is literally nothing else I can do right now, because I don't think that other on V can get close enough to me to hit, so I guess I'm good for now.
He can probably get close enough to Quintessa to hit.
I don't have...
Alright. Speaking of Quintessa, though.
Right. I'll have to use my rapier on this guy. Great.
He's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, the one right
I
next-
hit him.
Oh yeah, sorry, I
You're
thought
welcome,
it was the other
hon.
one.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, fine. I can go along with my master plan of shooting this asshole. Alright, so, yeah, I don't care about you. You can just big chill there. I'll shoot at her, because I have the range. Oh, and I have the arcane shots as well. I can use
Nova
that.
Sentajal. I have the high ground.
Boink, boink, boink.
14 does not hit. Those other two will.
Alright, I'll roll
Oh,
damage.
wait. Mirror image first, because
Oh, yeah.
you have to see if you hit the after images. So, first attack. Let's see. You need to roll 6 or higher. It shoots right through one of Sentinel shadows, not hitting her. Second attack.
Just in case.
Just in case. I said roll a d20. Come on. Second attack hits though, so.
Alright,
Nice.
I will use Grasping Arrow then.
Cool.
Boink. Don't even know if that works. She needs to... She takes the poison damage, her speed is reduced by 10 feet.
She resists poison damage because there's a lot of weird shit flowing through her veins. So that
Well,
is,
that's all the stuff.
That's like.
that's a total of 17 damage.
Alright.
Neat.
Alright. And can she teleport? She...
Oh, and then I'll...
Okay.
Oh, can she teleport? Now you tell me!
Oh, I was just double checking her spell list. Let's see. So, Corellian, Quintessa, and Momo are in the water, but I don't think they're in range.
Can I get out the water, please?
Yeah, I was about to yell, get out of the water, Quintessa!
What did you fail the Meyer Banshee thing before?
No.
Okay,
I was
yeah,
the
you
only
can
one
get
who
out.
failed my Banshee.
All right.
No, yeah, she looked good.
In that case, I need to double check this other layer action to see if it works. Because I believe Quintessa is within 60 feet.
Oh dear.
Why do you hate me?
Why are you so close? No, don't zoom in to ridiculous amounts! Roll 20!
I got it. 55 feet, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. The area around Senthajal starts bubbling, shifting, and quaking. Quintessa, you feel your footing start to slip. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it says there.
Nice!
Wow.
You manage to hold steady despite the shifting ground.
I do a pirouette.
No, you do not. 100% you do not.
Not in this lifetime or any other.
I'm free!
Corellian.
Right. Just double checking some range things really quickly. Playing the Googling game. Sorry about that. Alright, looks like. Okay, 3120. 3120, got it. So, Corellian can move to, so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Corellian can make it to about here after taking the double movement speed for getting out of the water. Unfortunately, that is not enough to make it close to Senthajal. You know what? Attack at, I believe. Is it? Yeah, it's disadvantage because javelins have a minimum of 3. So he's gonna make 2 javelin attacks at disadvantage.
Yeah, normal range it's fine. Long range it's disadvantage. Anything beyond long range will not be able to hit.
It would be disadvantage because long range is 120 for javelins. So
cool,
javelin
yeah,
time,
you're fine.
baby.
Neither of those hit.
That is completely fine. Corellian is going to not take a bonus action.
Cool. All right. Hey! It's on me time.
The majority of them are dead.
The majority of them are dead. There's still one.
Except for the one near me.
Yep. It's time to try and yank Quintessa.
Oh dear.
Excuse me, I'm engaged.
Barely.
Hey there, good looking. You come here often?
Scam just yells across the swamp. Honestly, you might be a better choice for her than my guy.
All right. Once again, Quintessa is grabbed and hoisted into the water. And he's never hit with a bite before. Not once. So let's try it anyway.
Relationship experts hate her. The lizard folk just can't keep their hands off her.
I hate you so much!
The lizard folk latches onto your face as it just clamps its jaws over your skull, Quintessa.
Get over here!
Well, that's an experience.
Alice, you missed my really great joke.
Oh, what a shame.
So I'll tell it again. I
Oh,
said...
God. Spare. It's fine. Spare. Anyway, what were we doing?
Quintessa's now grappled by the Envy and in the water.
Don't worry, we'll fix this.
Alright. Scam!
Okay, first things first, I'm gonna have the ballista shoot Synthejal. Because why not? Bonus action, it's the best thing. I'm gonna have it move 15 feet actually, so I'm gonna go 5 and 15. Go over here. So, just gonna have it shoot a shot. And whether or not it hits a mirror image, I don't care. That's a 17 to hit.
In the dim light of Quintessa's lantern, you can see Synthejal raise up a hand and a magical shield appears, blocking the shot.
Scam cackles, looks over at Momo and says, "That's what we call a diversion." And then I cast Fireball on her.
Okay.
And says what?
I said, "That's what we call a diversion," and I cast Fireball on her.
Yeah!
Okay, so it's gonna be full damage. Bang!
So that's 24 fire damage plus 2 extra damage from my arcane firearm for a total of 26.
Okay.
And Scam is laughing his ass off. That's all of my 3rd level spells. Cool. And then I think that's my whole turn. I'm double checking.
Pretty sure.
Yes. That's my whole turn. Then I'm just going to move away from Momo. And just be like, "Hey kid, maybe we don't cluster together because then we're not beast target." 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, I'll move over. Is this considered in the water or on the land?
You are on the edge, so you are on land.
Cool, I'll be there.
Alright. And let's see. Her biggest damage would be that. So, Quintessa, you hear some very intense buzzing.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna go ahead and move the insect plague since she cast it again.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake.
And...
No, it's fine. I should have stepped back.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
That doesn't even hit Quintessa. Fuck. Never mind.
Holy fuck!
You jinxed it.
Alright,
It is a con save of that.
it's cool. I still have Indomitable. This sucks. It sucks!
It sucks! It sucks!
Why?
So Quintessa, You are immediately downed as a swarm of insects goes all over what parts of your body aren't covered by lizard folk jaws. You're now at 0 and in the water, but you're already dying, so drowning wouldn't help.
Ends her turn. Oh, she already. Yeah, fuck. Oh, that sucks.
And Corellian, you only take half, so 15 piercing damage from the bees. I think they also damage the force ballista. Can it take damage, or?
It can take damage. It is immune to. Let me double check really quickly. I don't think it has a constitution, but let me double check. Our Eldritch Cannon. It is immune to poison. It is immune to... What kind of damage is this?
This is piercing.
Okay, I don't think it has... Oh, it says, if it is forced to make an ability check or saving throw, treat all of its... Okay, cool, I'll have it roll. It's probably going to fail. Okay, it failed. So it takes the full 31. It's still up. It has 50 hit points.
Incredible.
Wow.
Yikes.
And then... I don't think she can do... Oh, wait, yeah. She has sorcery points, so that was a quickened spell for her.
Sorcery points.
Sorcery points.
Sorcery points. At which point... So... Dexterity saving throws are also automatic fails. If,
I think it's Dex and Strength or auto
Dex and Strength or auto fails. Wait, this is not a multi-hit, so it would not help. Instead, she's just gonna go full Scorching Ray on Quintessa.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
I count as prone, right?
So she's
you are prone.
So all of these are disadvantaged. Man, flashbacks to when fucking Lucian was fucking prone in Team Annihilation in the same circumstances.
Stop!
She got blessed? Damn,
No, she fucking doesn't! That's a 16!
Okay, good. That misses. None here.
It would have really sucked if it did hit, though.
It was close.
Scam can no longer cast Revivify today, so it's just Momo's spell slots.
Okay. Speaking of Momo.
Big fucking yikes.
Momo?
I got it! And then Momo
don't enter the circle.
Yeah, Momo is going to actually...
Don't fly through the circle. Do not fly through the circle.
No. It's only if you end the turn. You can fly through the swan fun.
I thought it was also if you enter it for the first time, too.
Oh, no, let me double check then.
Please double check the wording, because I know that sometimes it is like when you start, or if it's if you enter it for the first time.
Because that is very possible once the sheet loads again. All right. Insect plague. Open up, you stupid freaking tooltip. Enter the spells area for the first time. Do not enter the circle.
So do not fly through the circle.
Okay. Then in that case, Momo is going to fly
That's through the circle.
That's through the circle.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
About right here.
Be very careful.
Be very quiet. Then he's gonna cast Fireball again.
Nice. We're just like, yeah, just fuck you, lady.
Okay, so you drop another fireball, and as you do, Momo, time seems to slow down. Synthejal cackles. It's like, I can see you're a pretty fiery little thing. Enjoy your flower flambe! And then the fireball drops with a boom as Roll20 crawls to a freaking halt. And the mire and swamp around you seems to compress and pull everyone in as you show up back in the area outside the hut where you first saw Synthejal.
Oh no.
Where the first fireball scam cast, along with all the others that were cast, drop on the hut and make it explode into fiery chunks.
Fuck.
What? Wait, what?
As soon as the thing carries over, come on, roll 20.
It's alright. I'm
Come on,
very
Roll 20.
confused.
Was this an illusion?
Quintessa, you are still at 0, and depending on where you are on this map, you may be in the water and drowning and dying, so...
I don't like this.
I think we defeated then.
Nope, we definitely just destroyed the flower. Oh no.
I hope not.
Oh,
I guess that's why she said flower flambe, so...
Oh my fucking Jesus!
So, you know, because flambe means on
Yes,
fire.
we know! Sorry.
Okay, so... Google Chrome on my computer's tanking. I'm gonna try being an admin on Firefox.
Yeah, that makes sense. God damn. Well, don't worry, this is delaying the inevitable.
Quintessa, make a death saving throw.
Oh, fuck you. Like, actually.
Yes, you're still dying.
Alright, hang on.
We just need to get you into. We just need to get you into the actual map.
Oh, that was an accident, sorry.
Okay.
Ignore that other one.
There we go.
There we are.
There we are.
Help me.
So Momo, as the resident healer, there is Quintessa, but there is Quintessa.
I lean down and to cast Spare the Dying and pull her out of the water.
Thanks.
Okay. Quintessa
Momo kinda
is
just-
stable.
Thank you.
And he casts Cure Wounds as his last first level spell.
Reluctantly. 9.
No.
She just comes up like.
Oh! Just starts like wading through the muck towards the burning hut, like, alright, let's see what I can sell.
Yeah, Caroline will be following Scam pretty much right there.
Malphite is fucking dashing over there.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
almost following Scam.
The hut's on stilts, so you'll have to go up the cliff face and across the bridge to look inside.
That's fine.
Oh, did I mention that Momo has control water?
Yeah, you want to put out the fire real quick?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Water the flowers, got it.
I'll use control fire also to actually like begin putting out flames.
Okay, where is it? There it is.
It's way too much
Wow.
Actually,
Whoa.
oh wow.
That's a lot of water.
text. Cool. I think it's just safe to assume that in that text somewhere it says that you can move it and splash it everywhere.
Momo just like takes like an entire globe the size of the hut, just like.
That is
Actually-
one of the options, I believe. Just carrying a cube of water, drifting it over, and dropping it.
Exactly.
He just lets it sit there and has it heavily rain on top of it.
All right. The hut is no longer on fire thanks to the combined efforts of Scam and Momo. But the stilts look in bad shape. It's creaking, groaning, shifting on its foundations.
Actually, how about I take Scam over there and fly over there so it doesn't fall on us?
Right. Krellian will sort of stay off the hut area and sort of stay like towards the base of the bridge, considering they're wearing heavy plate armor.
I'll just be sicking up sludge.
Yeah, how is I was gonna say, how is she looking? In that case, Malfin's actually gonna stay behind.
Alright. Lift me,
Fine.
Momo.
Let's go.
Hmm?
And we'll be flying.
All right. You
Getting carried by a fucking bird.
you enter Senthajol's hut. There are still several scorch marks, and like a lot of the wood is completely soaked to the point of rotting now. So any investigation for if the flower's still in here will have to be very, very careful.
So... Okay.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Good thinking. Just
Okay.
in case.
And that's the last level 3 spell I can cast.
This
Oh fuck.
You dispel the not magic that's in this hut.
Good. It's better safe than sorry. Better safe.
Yeah, honestly.
That's true.
Okay. So, Alex, you said this would be an investigation check thing?
This is an investigation check to look around for anything that is useful.
Do you have guidance or bless?
I do, and it's a cantrip.
Please give me that, and also help me so I can make this.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Cool, thank you. Because I have a +8 to investigation. Okay.
Let's do it, boys.
I'm doing it. Let me roll advantage. All right, let's see.
You got this, guys.
And then an additional +4 is added to this.
Plus D4.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
Oh, okay, plus D4. Gotcha. Cool. Investigation with advantage. Cool. Well, just for the hell of it.
Right.
Add that D4, dude.
I am. That's 26.
It's still better than 25.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm looking at the table of what you would find with that, because it goes up to a certain level. Okay.
I don't like how you said that at all.
There's one left.
I was flipping a coin to see, would you be able to find this with 25? Because it's like at the very top, and I'm debating whether that was 25 or 30. So, Scam and Momo, you step inside very carefully, looking for anything that might be useful. The wood creaks beneath you as you step. You try to step slower and more carefully, but it does nothing to stop the noise. The hut wobbles ever so slightly as you move.
I have a very familiar feeling from this.
But carefully, going through, you find a couple of things.
I have hollow bones.
You find a large glass jar filled with spirits and the fetus of some kind of baby animal inside.
Yeah, in the bag of holding. Dunk.
No.
Dunk.
Jar with fetus. Hell yeah.
Yeah, some kind of animal fetus. Mammal, to be more specific.
I can't believe we just found Dr. Fetus.
Yeah.
That's my new name, guys. Dr. Fetus.
Nice. What else do I find?
You find a bottle of tinted purple glass with a lizard skull and crossbones on it.
I'll take that.
Right.
And just dunk that in the bag of holding again.
You find... let me roll to see how many of these you find, actually. 3 small glass jars with a lot of marsh reeds and plants ground into this foul-looking green liquid in them.
If you need me to hold anything, don't hesitate.
Nope, they're all going in the bag of holding.
Okay, alright.
Alright. And...
Casual thievery.
Okay. There are also some trinkets. Let me just roll for those real quick.
Great.
Alright. You find a small packet filled with pink dust.
Great.
I rolled a 69. Nice.
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 You find...
snort that later.
You find an ancient, really old-looking arrow with incredibly delicate design.
Ooh.
And
What kind
perhaps...
of design?
Looks to predate any of the known city-states that craft arrows. But it is incredibly old and looks useless as an arrow.
Oh.
And perhaps most importantly for the quest, you find a muddy jar, and inside is what looks like a black lily with a red bulb at the center.
Yes, we found it!
Okay, slow your roll. Scam's gonna take that. He's gonna take it out. And he's gonna put it in the clay orb, half, and then put the thing on top of it, and then begin casting Mending. He's gonna put that... Why would you ask me that? Why would you ask me that? I'm doing... Why do you ask, Alex?
I'm asking if you're doing it in the hut.
No reason.
Okay, Alex, let me ask you this question, you smug fuck. Does there seem to be... Do I get any vibes in here that doing anything in this hut is a bad idea?
It's probably gonna collapse really soon.
Oh, okay.
Right, okay, cool. Scam will delicately take the jar, walk outside, just past the threshold of the house, put it in there, close it, cast Mending to seal it up, tuck it safely into the bag of holding. Am I outside the hut now with it safely away?
You are outside the hut.
Scam turns around and rapidly begins casting Firebolt at the hut, being like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! All over the place to bring it down.
Crash!
Momo casts Scorching Ray on it.
The hut once more catches flame, and it was not able to stand up to much more, so it collapses into the water, taking with it this pile of seeds coming out of cracking open secret compartments, a bunch of bags that also were in the secret compartments, and collapsing into the swamp water, where they are just slowly sunken down.
Yay! Good riddance. Jeez.
Damn. Scam hops out and begins, wading through the marsh back towards Malifane with a very somber look on his face. And just, walks up and says, Malifane, I'm real sorry, buddy. There was nothing left. It was all destroyed.
Cut the bullshit.
Does anyone else hear a Goliath running this way?
Yeah, I don't...
Thump, thump, thump!
Oh, not even in swamp can you hide from me!
I feel like, though, at the same time, it's Scam, so he would know.
Well, yes!
Yes!
I can count on literally a single finger the times I have lied to you.
So regardless of the Goliath.
Yeah, the Goliath does a stone cold stunner and knocks you into the water, and you just hear from below, Scam.
Here we go. No, wait, hold on, I got this.
Oh my god!
Disgusting.
Hops down, sorry, I was already over there, and then I just fucking toss him the fucking clay orb.
Toss him!
Wait, you tossed it?
Within 5 feet. It's like fucking an underhand basketball pass. It just catch. Unless you are that fucking...
You have 20 dexterity, Malifane. How can you not catch it at that distance?
You could catch it with a pinky finger, dude.
First of all, fuck you, I have 19 dexterity, but also...
that makes a difference!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
No, it doesn't.
Keep that in the bag of holding for safekeeping.
Oh, I think Malifane would berate me all night long if I kept it on my personal being, so I'm gonna let him hold it.
Understandable.
Actually, would it be safer if it was in the bag of holding? I honestly don't know.
Yeah, it would.
Probably, actually.
From anyone who doesn't know what a bag of holding does.
Against my better interest, it might actually be better put in there. And hands it to Scam.
Wait, I'm doubting this now.
I just look him in the eyes, drop it in the bag of holding.
Malifane gives Scam a very what's the word I'm looking for? Very skeptical look.
Wait, this...
A look that says, you know what will happen if you lose that thing.
You'll try to kill me and I'll blow you up?
I didn't say I said that physically. Anyways, go on.
Does this flower need oxygen?
I don't know.
We're not sure.
Our botanist gave us an airtight container.
So
Okay.
it should be fine.
Cool.
Can we get out of here
Yeah.
now, please?
No, before we leave, just before we move anything, I'm gonna need a good, let's see, hold on. I'm gonna need a good, I don't know, we want to take a short rest real quick since some of us are a little beaten up.
Yes,
and over that
please.
short rest, I can just do some identify castings to check out what some of these things are I got.
Sounds like a good one.
Cool.
Could we get a little bit farther away from, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
that?
Yeah, let's move a little bit out that
Yeah,
way.
let's go.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Water Walk.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh, the map has pins on it now.
It's always had pins.
In there.
What? I've never seen those pins before.
Yes, silly.
All right.
I have never seen those pins. No, like legit. I have never seen these pins. Oh wait, these were added a few sessions ago, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. That's right. I'd be like, wait a second.
Gonna go ahead and
No,
move
yes,
that
I
pin up to Baylight since you're done with the lizard folk portion unless you want to go bother lizard folk and take their shit.
No.
No.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Listen, we bought our passage. All right, like we'll take a long route and we'll just have a good day.
So
but-
short rest.
Yeah, during
Yeah.
a short rest, I do want to identify because I don't need to spend any hit dice because I took no damage during that battle. So I'm going to cast Identify on everything I got from the hut aside from the Mortis Memoria on the animal fetus jar, the bottle, everything I got. Just so the bottle with lizard skull and crossbones, whatever that foul green liquid was, that pink dust, and that ancient arrow with delicate designs. Just to double check to see if any of these things are magical.
Okay. All right. So
What are you rolling?
just
I'm
casting
just casting
Identify.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cool.
So, going through the list, jar with the fetus is not magical. The
Well,
dust
is the fetus inside magical.
fetus inside's not magical.
Cool.
The dust,
Damn. Magic Fetus was going to be the name of my ska band.
unfortunate. The dust looks to have been magic at one point, but it is long since faded away. Like
Cool.
over at least 1,000 years, and likely much more.
God damn.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Arrow is also not magical.
Not magical? Oh my god. Excellent. Hey Quintessa,
Yes.
could I see your bow for a second?
Gives cautiously.
Cool.
Since we're taking a short rest, I'm gonna.
Yeah, of course.
we
Anyone who
will.
needs to heal, please heal.
I kind of I knock
Awesome.
the ancient arrow in the bow and draw, just get like a look for it in the thing. I'm like, I've never held an artifact like this in my hands. This is really old. It's not magical. It's really, really old and just real. I'm sure this would like be pretty good in a museum. And I shoot it at Malifane.
Wait, what happens?
And
I'm
I
sorry.
assume it's old enough that it just shatters on impact.
You pull back a bow, fire at Malifane. The arrow just shatters as soon as you let go of the bowstring.
Nice. I hand the bow back to Quintessa, just like, all right, wanted to see if that would work.
Well, it doesn't.
Cool.
That'll do. Perfect.
That could have probably gone in a museum, but that's not Scam's deal.
No.
It could have had some value to it, though.
Mess.
Scam would know.
If it broke that quickly, it's not worth.
Mm-hmm.
Historical value.
What the fuck do I care about historical value?
I'll put it in my next book, alright?
Ah, cool. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
here,
The paragraph about the arrow that broke because it was old.
Malifane, if you worry so much about it, I grab like 3 chunks of the broken arrow. I'm like, here you go. Put it in a museum or something. And you just pat them in his little hand and just like, there you go. And then walk away. So nothing of these things are magical. Good to know. Good to know.
Then we get to the bottles that were not Mortis Memoria. Skull and Crossbones is a poison.
Nice.
This is Wither Broth.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but that sounds fun.
Identify will not give you the recipe for Wither Broth, but it will let you know if it's consumed. The consumer must make a DC 20 con saving throw, or take 4d6 plus 8 poison damage and become poisoned.
Yeah, Mel has no interest in that.
Scam takes a little pinky of it, and then like just puts it on his tongue just to get like an idea for its taste category, since you can technically taste and spit out poisons to identify if it is a poison. So he does that just to see, does it have like a strong taste to it, or is it pretty null?
It tastes like the screams of the damned.
He gets a second pinky, and then just like, all right, cool, corks it back up and puts it in the bag. Like, neat, all right.
The other potions are Witch Spoil. It's another poison, a lot weaker. DC 10 con saving throw, 1d6 plus 2 poison damage. Same effect, though.
Can the effects of, out of sheer curiosity, can the effects of any of these poisons be reverted to a sense, or no?
Reverted...
DC 12 on Witch Boil and 4d6 damage?
Witch Boil... Hold on, I misread. It's not the exact same. After 10 minutes of consuming Witch Spoil, DC 10 con saving throw or 1d6 plus 2 and be poisoned.
Oh.
Also, Mel, when you say revert, do you mean, like, can you undo the poison if you are poisoned by consuming it?
Yes.
Yes, there are multitudes of ways to get rid of the poisoned condition.
Nice.
Noted.
Alright.
Great.
Short
well,
rest is done.
Yeah, do we want to just head back to, Baylight now?
Yes, please.
I have to let everybody know that, like, I don't have the abilities to make our big guy... I can make him grow again briefly, and I can't make any more food for them. So, like, we might want to just avoid them entirely.
Yeah.
Alternatively, if we come face to face with them, I'll be like, all right, cool, let me cast his blessing upon you once more, and just be like, bam, it hits you with a big enlargement. So I'm like, well, thank you so much. We actually have to go, and then we'll run really quickly before he realizes it's a sham.
Is going to Bay... This is going to sound really dumb, but is going to Baylight really the best option? The paper said it needed to be mixed into some sort of a formula or something in order for it to take effect, right?
Oh.
Well, can we make that formula in Baylight or in Baton Rance?
Well... some that are... oh god, I already forgot their name.
Kelwyn.
I would assume that that Kelwyn would be able to concoct something like that, correct?
And if Kelwyn couldn't, Annabelle would have all the materials and know how to do it as well.
That said, it would be best if we headed to Baton Rance.
Probably.
Do we want to stop over in Ashra and Alora for the Great Corpse Heist?
I
think we should rest before that.
Well, I feel
That
like we
way-
should keep the Mortis
that
Memorial
way-
safe first.
That way we never, ever, ever have to come back down here again.
Point out.
Well, no, here's the deal, Quintessa and Mal. You two are not disguised. So if I leave the Mortis Memorial with you two could head back to Baton Rance, you know, with the Mortis Memorial, get a head start in the formula, while Momo, Corellian, and myself make a quick diversion into Ashra Lore to see if we can get her, what was her name again, Corellian? Hespera. Get Hespera, and figure that out. That way we don't have to make a side diversion back down here.
I can get behind that.
Would you all be okay splitting up like that?
Yes.
I don't know.
Wow, that was fast.
Maybe we should all stick together at least on the way back towards Baton Rance, just to be safe.
I was going to say that we split off when we get near Ashra and Aloris once we're out of the swamp.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
Yeah.
Because we'll probably have a rest in between as well, so.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, Corellian, even if we don't do anything, we can maybe at least find out more information that would be useful for bringing them back.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cool. Now remember, Momo and Corellian, we can't tell any lies from here henceforth, so let's move.
I'm a terrible liar, so I've learned to not do
Alright,
that
yeah,
anyway.
let's get the fuck out of this swamp.
God, tell me that.
Okay. Which way are you going?
I don't
Whatever way has the least amount of trouble.
That is very vague.
Yup.
That way, you said.
Let's go about northwest.
Which way was our fellow friend Bone Crusher again?
Yes, which way was he?
Right.
So let's.
He was
Not that way then.
well, no. To the left was the cannibal, though, wasn't he?
Yes.
Straight it is.
Straight it is.
We don't have a boat, do we?
No!
Great, cool. Then yeah.
We have water walk though.
We do.
That's even worse.
Wait. Hold on. Momo, would you do me a favor and look at the spell Water Walk? Is it a ritual spell?
It is.
Yeah.
Anybody just want to walk across the ocean? Because we can do that. We actually can. Because Momo can just keep ritually casting it when it's about to expire. Let's just
Fucking
go
why not?
around. Let's go around. Let's just go through. Let's
Ritually
go.
cast it, I guess.
Let's go this way.
Oh my
to
goodness.
get around the swamp.
I feel horrible for Momo, but
Alex,
also that's absolutely
tell me that
hilarious.
wouldn't work.
Duration 1 hour. And you're
Yeah,
going, like,
it's a-
directly east to right about here, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna suggest. Oh, is that out of the swamp?
Yeah.
was
Technically
gonna
that would be
suggest
out of the swamp, yes.
I was gonna suggest we go to like here. That way we can. be a
Oh,
little bit
yeah,
further away from Ashford.
you would 100% fall in if you went that way and be subject to all sorts of nasty aquatic encounters.
Tell me why we would fall in.
Duration 1 hour.
Duration 1 hour, but within the
But I
last
can
10 minutes of the spell, you ritually
yeah,
cast it to
casting it.
keep
Okay.
rebooting it.
You wouldn't fall in. I'd have a lot of fun coming up with aquatic encounters.
Okay, you know what? Then that's fair. I'll accept that. Then yes, we can go that way to get around the swamp, and call that pretty good, I'd say.
Good.
Is everyone in agreement with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Corellian, what are your thoughts?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's walk on some water.
I'm really scared.
I ritually cast water walk on everyone.
Alright. Ta-da!
I'm scared, if only for the fact that doing this will lead us directly into Asher and Alora.
Oh, we'll be fine. No, we won't.
That's
Just
me
walk.
talking. Me talking, not, yeah.
Alright.
I'm sure you'll be okay.
You head for the east. I'll say that water walk duration with proper ritual casting can get you across the large river that separates the swamps and the deep forest around Asher and Alora.
Cool.
You continue moving, heading towards the coast. As you get there, you pass by a large tree on top of a hillock that appears to have some kind of humanoid face carved into it.
No.
That looks weird.
I can't believe Sarada followed us all the way over here.
Anyone else want to check that out?
No.
I can cast Arcana, or like, what would I have to like?
Be nature,
use
wouldn't it?
or roll? Yeah.
Probably nature, yeah.
Okay.
Yo, fuck yeah.
If you're going over there, I'll back you up.
Alright.
Nah, I got higher than you.
There.
Just because I'm curious. Let's see. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Nah, I mean, at a distance, it's a tree with a face on it. I mean, yeah, might as well just walk up and get a closer look.
Yeah. You approach the tree with the face on it. It's a tree with a face on it.
Neat.
Beautiful.
I knock on the tree.
Hi,
I-
Skim Likely.
can
How
I-
you doing?
Roll Arcana.
Yeah.
Does it look like someone just carved a face in the tree?
You didn't roll nature scam likely.
It's true. I don't give a shit. That's fine. I knock on the tree a third time.
Alright. Let's see. 21 Arcana. There's some kind of ancient dormant magic in this tree, but you haven't... Whatever you've been doing, it hasn't been enough to activate it, so...
Scam says, "Oh, thank God, I've been holding it in for an hour." He's gonna take a leak on the tree.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, lovely.
Walk along, folks. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, I'll catch
What?
up with you guys.
People pee, Malafane.
The urine, like, immediately gets drawn into the tree as soon as it touches it. Like, not leaving any stain, it just gets pulled in.
I didn't.
Oh.
Hey guys, I found a bathroom tree. Cool. All right, I'll walk away from the tree and rejoin the group.
Alright.
Seems just very sluggish and tired and numb.
Cool. We keep going.
You
Yeah,
keep
keep
going,
Yeah.
crossing a mighty river, and eventually setting foot on ground that isn't completely covered in mud and muck and swamp water.
Brilliant.
Oh, amazing.
You can
How
go
about
no
we
further without suffering exhaustion, so here is where you're making camp.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's sleep here for the night.
You're right on the border.
Yeah, we are, and you two are war criminals. So this is gonna be fun. I would recommend you two sleeping under sleeping a little bit farther away from the our camp. Just FYI.
Yeah, that kind
Like
of
maybe go like 50 to 100 feet in that direction, and like set up your own camp. That way, if the elves find us and then you, they might not immediately connect our two parties together.
What's the term? Plausible deniability?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. All right. Fine.
50 to 100 feet is still very close. We'll be able to get there in case there's any trouble.
Yeah, Momo can fly pretty quickly, and most of my spells are within that range, so that works out pretty well.
We might have to stretch out our watches then, Malafine.
Yeah, that works. Okay. I know I don't need to tell you guys this, but be careful.
Right.
Does Malafine notice something off about Momo?
Speaking of Momo, though, he's shaking his head.
Hey, Momo, does Malafine notice anything off about you?
Hey Momo, in this audio medium, does Momo notice?
Everyone cut out for me! Stop yelling at me! I mean, if you want to try to, he's not really making it obvious. He's just kind of
Just be Momo.
existing.
So immediately saying yes to heading out or separating, and the tonal voice is like, yeah, okay, isn't making it obvious.
No, it's not. He's just tired, bro.
Okay.
I just realized that Momo looks like a gnome, so when Momo was flying during that battle, it was just visually a floating gnome zipping around the battle.
It was a gnome flapping his wings really fast.
Momo is officially
His
now
arms, you mean?
Momo.
He's a hummingbird.
Yes, his arms. Definitely not wings. Why would a gnome have wings?
Gonna put something in the general now.
Okay.
There you go.
I like to think that his illusion has a pair of arms where Momo's wings would be that only reveal themselves when he starts flying.
I mean, gnomes are inventors. They could have like wooden wings
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Those
Gnomes are
creative
usually the
ways-
first person you think of when you think who would make wooden wings in a fantasy setting. Gnome.
No.
Yeah.
Nomi.
Gnome.
Gnome.
I'm gonna say that Malafine takes off, but not without his. Well, not suspicion. That's not the right word.
His dignity.
Sorry, concern. Not without his concerns.
Momo.
He doesn't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Leaves.
He doesn't look at either of them. Like, he's just very dull.
I flick my... No, I don't flick my...
Whatever's about to happen, I want to remind remind everyone that Malafine saved Momo from death. Just saying.
Ooh, if we're getting into that,
Are we
then
getting into that?
Oh, we're getting into
we're not.
that.
We're not getting into that. We're not.
I have no idea what's about to happen. Just saying.
We're gonna go camping.
Let's take that long rest then, please.
All right. You take a long rest. Can I get some watches?
I'll take first watch.
Scam, of course, will never take a watch because he has a -2 on perception. For everyone's safety, of course.
Well,
Well, since we're out of the swamp, I presume Krellian met back up with Muska, so they will take a second watch.
However,
our
even though
group.
if Scam is not taking a watch, he does want to talk to Corellian, like, low-key privately. Before,
Same with
like, any, like... Cool.
Okay.
Meanwhile, do you want to do like a Mal check, then Quinn check, and then both, or? Or is there a need for a separate check entirely? Is there a need for a separate check?
If we're that far away, probably.
If you're that far away, yes, or whoever's watching the main camp can take disadvantage to also watch the other camp.
Considering where we are, let's not take a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm watching with Mosca, we could probably split up between the two camps since we have the telepathic link. So Mosca could watch you guys, and I could watch our
Okay.
for second watch.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, first watch then.
Alright, I'll take this one then.
Sure.
Okay. Momo, as you sit on watch thinking about stuff, I need to get back into the actual Roll20 to roll for some things. But for now, while it's loading, I'm just going to say nothing of real interest happens on your watch, Momo.
He has very sleepy eyes, and he does not look healthy.
Okay. In that case, that is the first watch done. Momo doesn't see anything. Mal doesn't see anything. Any convos that are happening in this watch, or...?
No.
Well, yeah, Scam's gonna approach Krillin at some point.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't Quintessa gonna talk to someone?
Quintessa played during the first watch, so I thought it was going to happen during the third one or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, third watch is probably going to be the Mal Quintessa talk.
Yeah.
But since Corellian's going on watch,
yeah, Scam will kind of start. He's working on his infusions anyway before he fully goes to sleep because he sleeps a little shorter. He just wants to go up to Corellian, just be like, "Hey, buddy, let's talk for a second, because I may have noticed that you seem a little, what's the word, apprehensive back there. Kind of wanted to check in, you know."
You're checking in. I mean, wouldn't anyone be apprehensive going into enemy territory?
You seemed... Yeah, but the apprehensiveness definitely felt a bit more intense than just, oh, I'm a soldier walking into enemy territory. This seemed very much like, I'm extremely anxious about my dead girlfriend.
Wife.
Wife. Sorry.
It's fine.
Marriage is a concept that's... Listen, goblins are extremely polygamists. Like, let's be... I just want to let you know that we come from a culture of just like it's like free love, man. It's like open and free. But yeah, wife. Yeah, I got you.
Good to know.
But I was
Speaking
saying,
of free love and all that, how about that intellectual property infringement? I saw that it took the form of a spider.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure.
Listen, spider legs are efficient for moving over the ground, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Look. Okay, you can't go wrong with the bat. What? You can't spin the tables on me. Don't make this about me. This is about you.
Damn it! Fuck. It was worth a try. Yeah, I'm apprehensive. So what? Anyone would be. I mean, not only is it enemy territory, but I wasn't exactly popular with her family. And then there was the whole rumors that our family may have been cultists of Dendar the Night Serpent. And I know she wasn't involved. I know she wouldn't have been involved, but just the way that it was said.
I hear you. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Well, I mean, at least the good news is you are not you, you know? So at least you don't have to present yourself as you to her family. So there's that.
Yeah, there's that. And then, let's just waltz up to Lord Ebernon's estate. Why are you here? We have to tell the truth. What are you trying? We have to tell the truth.
What I was thinking was we do subvert, gnomes, visiting Astronalora, the war effort, things are scary out there, looking for just kind of like coming in. We don't have to say any lies like, oh, we're just looking for shelter or whatever. We can just be like, skirt around like, no, the world's crazy and fucked up out here. Can we come inside? And if they say no, we'll think of another plan to get inside. But I was thinking of just like finding like, I don't know, the cemetery or wherever elves bury their kin, and if it's on the estate grounds, then we know that, and then we can plan from there. But figure out where she's buried first, because if we can just choose to avoid the family entirely, great, But then otherwise, we can figure it out from there.
Yeah. What if she doesn't want to come back? If she fucking hates me? What if she's not there? What if her soul's not available to come back? What if it just doesn't work?
Well, then you can at least know that you tried.
Damn it! Trying is not enough.
Okay, well, fuck, dude.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
Well, let's break down what you just said in multiple steps. Okay, cool. What if she comes back and she hates you? Okay. But search your feelings honestly. Would you prefer to live in a world where she's alive and hates you, or live in a world where she's dead? At least knowing that she's at least as happy as she can be while breathing air. Yeah. Okay, maybe if her soul's unavailable. Okay, well then at least that you can't, and you can move on from the knowledge that I should have tried. Like, now I'll never know. But now like, okay, cool, well, she couldn't have come back anyway, and as much as that sucks, you'll have the definitive knowledge of, well, that didn't work. So either we need something more powerful, or I can take comfort in her soul having passed on and moved on from the desires of the material plane. I know that's kind of callous to think about, but really there is warmth and compassion in those words.
Guess when you break it down like that, the world is better off with her in it, no matter what my relationship would be with her. If her soul isn't available, well then, I guess you're right, and there's not much I could have done either way.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you're a guy who likes to fuck shit up. You like to, what's the word I look for? Seek vengeance, one might say. Just consider her soul not being available as now a new adventure. Because, hey, let's go to the upper planes and, kill God to get a soul back, I've read stories like that, right? Like, you can go to the upper planes and, was she an elf?
Yeah.
Let's go stab Coralon in the fucking heart. Let's do it. Like, have a good time. I don't know if that's an 80 in this world. I'm just spitballing here. But
I used the Dunmore Pantheon on Irion. You're good.
Great. Let's go stab Coralon in the fucking heart. Yeah, I assume that's where she would be. In fucking Arvandor. But yeah. Something like that. I mean, hey. There's a war on. Do you really want to keep fighting with this in the back of your head?
Honestly, no matter what I do, there's always going to be something in the back of my head.
Yeah, but I mean this specifically, Corellian. Do you want this to keep weighing on you now, or would you rather at least maybe finally get some closure on that?
Scam. Just, could you indulge me for a second?
Yeah, sure. I'm nothing but an indulgent fella.
Fine. Just a hypothetical.
Sure.
If you never mention something, if you never voice something's existence, does it exist? Does it matter?
That's a fucking heavy question. Like, what do you mean? Like something you've ignored and never talked about and pretended didn't exist? Well, no, it still exists. Unless it's, like dead and gone. But in that case, it's more of like a metaphysical, intangible stain on your past and yourself. Oh, wait, I'm really thinking about my own story here. What do you mean? Like, you gotta be more specific with me. I hate to pry, but you really do gotta be more specific with me. Goblins aren't good with hypotheticals.
I think maybe perhaps just you aren't good with hypotheticals.
Okay, well that's fair, and also ow, but please continue.
Caroline sort of looks over to the rest of the camp and sort of draws their knees closer to their chest. How long are you supposed to grieve someone, I guess?
The thing about grief, I have an interesting relationship with grief, because technically my earliest grief was my entire family being destroyed, but I also don't really remember that because I was like 2 or something like that when it happened. Which is kind of like, it's still like, moderately old for a kid goblin, so... from what I understand of grief, which is, not a lot, is grief, grief never goes away. And I remember something, I can't remember who told this to me, but I remember it because it stuck. And if it's stuck in my head of all people, then definitely it's good advice.
Right.
Grief never goes away. You can never get rid of grief. But you can learn to live with it over time and develop it. You can nurture your grief until it's no longer an enemy. Instead, it's just a part of you, a part that you understand, and a part that you're not afraid of anymore.
Yeah.
You can't ignore it. It'll always be there. And if you choose to ignore it, you'll only get stronger. At some point, you accept it, and then you learn to let it be a part of you and move on.
Caroline sort of nods. Yeah,
Failing that, you can just get shit-faced all the time like I do and do a lot of drugs. So, either way, it's a win-win situation.
When you put it like that, the getting shit-faced part is definitely... I've loved 2 people in this world, Scam, and I wasn't able to protect either of them. It doesn't feel like I should get a second chance. Yeah.
Krellian, look at me. Look, not even just in my eyes. Look at all of me. Do I look like I deserve to exist at all based on all of your knowledge of who I am?
Caroline, despite themselves, cracks a smile.
Something doesn't fucking matter. Just exist out of sheer spite for the things that bring you down until they either kill you or you dominate them.
I really appreciate this and you and being willing to help. I know that's not really what you do, but I appreciate it.
Hey, war is both good and bad for business, so... I indulge in what seems like the best at any given time.
Is that what this is for you? Is this all business?
Everything's all business for me. But to be fair, I've never known a difference between business and pleasure. It's all the same.
I suppose that's the best answer I'll get out of you, huh? Caroline sort of tilts their head at Scam, but lets it ride. I thank you for staying awake. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I had to rebuild Jabidi.
Yeah, how is Jabidi?
Jabidi's holding like 2 knives right now.
2 knives! Upgrade! Okay.
Wow!
Oh, Jabidi V2!
Every version of Jabidi just gets
all
2
right.
knives.
So the both of y'all get inspiration.
Yeah!
I already had it, but thanks. I haven't spent mine yet.
Then you get nothing!
Good day, sir! You lose! Anyway, yeah, cool. So yeah, we're gonna go, fuck shit up, and he pats the bag of holding. First given opportunity, your girlfriend's going in here, and we're getting the fuck out of Ashton Alora. All right, good plan. He walks away and goes to bed.
Wife, Corellian sort of calls out, but...
Alright, so... Corellian's rolled for second watch. Quintessa, you're also on second watch, so can you roll?
Yep. Sure.
Okay. A bunch of sodden-soaking leaves from the coast, where it's still a little bit swampy and murky, blow across the camp. A couple of them hit you in the face, Corellian.
Great. Mosca's over by Quintessa, by the way. Because she was also helping with second watch, so.
Thank you.
Alright.
I pet.
Mosca accepts.
And third watch.
Alright.
How are we doing ours?
You could give me advantage if you'd like.
Take my advantage. I will rip out my eyes and give them to you.
Shush.
You hand over your glasses, Quintessa.
I can see. I can fight!
Can you not scream, please? Suddenly a horde of soldiers.
Oh. Okay.
What do you roll?
Natural 20 in perception. Let's have a conversation first.
I'm in danger. Okay. Alright, so I'm guessing they're kind of sat by a tree or something.
Yeah.
I kind of just, after a while, I kind of just head drops on your shoulder.
Hey.
He's there. I'm still awake. Okay. I just, taking my gum out for this. I just wanted to ask you something.
What's up?
Listen, you know that I'm gonna fight for Azalea to the bitter end. But once this is all over, would you prefer I stay at Battlegrounds?
I mean, is this about your own safety, or...?
No, well, a bit, but then wouldn't anyone think that? But, I didn't realize I was so out of practice in making friends, if you know what I mean.
I think it's a matter of the impression that we are giving off just ourselves, but also perception from just prior circumstances. Corellian is trying to cope with the circumstances around Hespera. Momo recently had to deal with Arias' death and Scam. Well, honestly, I don't know what's up with him. Oh, right.
Oh, wait, sorry, yes, I forgot.
I want to believe that there's some actual good in him, and I mean, for all I know, he just has beef with us, and he's making friends with the other two while we're not paying attention. But I want to believe that maybe we can form a better camaraderie. I mean, look at us. Despite our difference in ideals, we somehow managed to make things work, right?
Yes. But I did keep things from you.
Maybe. But you were in your right to do so at the time. Everyone has their secrets. I think it's just a matter of whether or not it puts others' lives in danger or not.
Can I tell you a bit about Weldrim?
Sure.
Right. So he was, as you know, a Shadakai. And I was half starving on the streets when he found me. He is probably the only one I would have counted as a friend, besides my parents, well, barely Arias, but... and you. And Escal. And my publishers, but that's about it. But here's the thing, is that we could only really talk or have a good conversation as long as I was doing what he told me.
It wasn't manipulation, was it?
Well, every time I questioned anything, it would always be, remember who saved you, or left you, or where I found you even. And I just went along with it.
I'm really sorry about that, Quintessa.
It's just...
That really sucks.
After I left him, I was so confused, like... I was back on the streets until I got a job in the library, but... part of me always wanted to go back to him.
Does it feel like Stockholm, or...?
I must have done, because at the time... this is so stupid. At the time, I thought in some really odd and horrible way I was in love with him, but now I realize he was somewhat filling the gap that father left behind. And then it wasn't until I met Viole did I realize, no, he was worse than Arise.
You've only told me a little bit about your father, but from what you have told me, it seems like the relationship you had with him was less than pleasant.
Well, he was a soldier. It was all very militaristic. It was like Raeldrim, his way or no way. But at least back then I had my mother to defend me, and then they were both gone, and that was it.
I can only imagine what that must have been like. Just being stuck on your own with no one really to depend on or for...
The worst feeling, Malifane.
Quinn, I'm really sorry, hon.
I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm sorry I'm still not ready to tell you everything.
When you're ready, and only when you're ready, feel free to come to me and let me know. I promise I'll wait.
I don't deserve you.
Don't say that.
But I guess there's one more thing now thought about it. Since I almost just drowned in everything,
Are you okay from that, by the way?
I'm scarred for life, but I'll get over it.
Don't say that. You've been through enough as it is, you know?
Yeah. Well, being punched by an Oread and everything, I guess drowning was slightly better.
I don't think any of this is better, worse, or...
Well, I just wanted you to know that if anything ever happens to me, if Raeldrin catches up to me, or I die and you can't use Revivify, anything like that, if you still want to bring me back, and she pats like her left breast here, like where her pocket is.
Mm-hmm.
Eskel's ring is here. You can use that if you'd like.
Wait, what are you saying?
Ritual resurrection. You give something to bring them back.
I'm not going to trade one life for another.
All you'd have to do is give the ring. It's something meaningful.
Malifane pauses for a moment, and then stands up and is like, right. I've decided we're going to make this, we're going to... Oh gosh, words. You know what? Screw it. When we get back to Baton Rance, let's enjoy ourselves a little bit. We could just have a nice little dinner and maybe just enjoy the stars for a bit.
Like a date?
I mean, if you want to go into technical terms, then I guess you could call it that. I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, if you don't want to, I mean, I'm sure it's you might want to get back to the.
She's blushing.
Business
You never see her blush. Sorry, it's. It's just been a while.
That's a good look for you.
Hey, shut up. Well, if we have the time.
Of course. Hey. Thank you for staying with me despite everything. You could have quit at any time, I know, but despite this, you stuck around. I appreciate that.
Walking away would be too painful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gives her a peck on the cheek.
I've just had an earth-shattering revelation about Quintessa and Malphane that I must share with everyone.
Yes.
They are that couple in high school who got married straight out of high school and then realize later on the source of all their problems is because they really didn't go on any dates.
Yes!
Oh, God.
I understand them so much better now. I know so many people like that.
Oh, God.
Oh, my
All
God.
right.
That's perfect.
And just after you give Quintessa a little peck on the cheek, Malphane, you hear the of someone stepping on a twig nearby.
Guys?
And then footsteps rapidly heading away from you.
Well done.
Okay, this is gonna sound... I know I'm not gonna make this, but I'm going to ask anyway. Can I check to see where the steps came from, and do I recognize the sound of the...
31 perception with a natural 20. I'll be nice. They came from north of your position. They sounded like boot prints, humanoid size, but very light on the feet, except for, stepping on all sorts of twigs and leaves and whatnot.
I just heard all of that, didn't I? Fuck!
We've got to get out of here.
Shit, okay.
I'm assuming our position is the same as where...
100 feet away, that's not enough of a difference for me to put on a new token yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you want to get the others?
Maybe leave some sort of a signal. Just let them know that we left. Malphane tears out a page from his notebook and just writes down with his pen, "They found us. Heading to Baton Rance. Gotta run."
Oh.
All right.
Got a blast.
Got a blast.
Arf,
Are we
arf.
leaving the flower?
It's in the bag of holding.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So technically, you have not finished a long rest. Moving further, we'll have exhaustion rolls.
Oh, whatever, it's fine, let's go.
Gonna make a fucking stealth check.
Okay.
It doesn't affect, it's just, what does it affect?
I believe...
It's every hour you have to make a con save or take a level of exhaustion.
It's 3 hours to move into a new hex.
Okay.
Would it be better if we just tried to hide it, or instead of running, or...
Probably hiding, yeah.
Alright. I guess I'll... Yeah, if things go well, then I'll just take the page back. Yeah, let's just hide.
That's stealth.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! Why did I do that?
Yo!
Fuck.
Okay.
Fuck.
You gather up all of the leaves and greenery you can, toss it over to make a makeshift cloak to make yourself look like nothing to see here but us trees, and hunker down. You were saved from a natural 1. Holy shit. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Why do you have advantage, Malphane?
I don't know why I had advantage.
In that case, Malphane! You did get a natural one, Malphane!
Bum, bum, bum.
You hide, Malphane, but just to be completely safe, you leave some notebook pages.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
We'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta run then. We gotta fucking run.
Well,
I gotta run, rather.
Got a blast.
Got a blast. Malphane, are you in fact running?
Oh gosh, I don't want to leave her behind, but I also don't want to give her. If I'm where she is, I'm gonna give away her position. No, I can't do that. I have to run. Yes.
no!
No. No.
Run, boy. No, run.
No?
That's Queen yelling no. Just do it, Scott. If you think it's a good idea, you should do it. If you think it's a good idea, you should do it. What would Malphane do?
WWMD.
WWMD.
Malphine would not want to leave. Malphine would not want to risk putting Quintessa in danger. He is going
know
to
where
run.
you are regardless.
Big
Well-
respect. Big respect. He said it. It's
Mad
out there.
respect.
All right. Mad respect.
Mad respect.
All right.
It's okay.
He drank his respect women juice.
He always be drinking that juice.
Yeah, man.
It's got it was a straw and everything.
Diet simp, am I right?
No, he's got one of those like straw helmets and it's just going.
Oh my god, yeah. He's got it in like
got
in the
2
shape of
liters
Mickey
of it
Mouse.
just tucked in
Guys,
Camelback.
Guys, I am actually feeling anxiety right now.
Don't worry, we've got you back.
This is natural. You're good, man. You're good.
Okay.
Scam's ready to blow up.
What would
don't worry,
Malphine do?
Scam's ready to blow up an elven prison to break you out if need be.
Yeah,
Is
bro.
he?
We got
Is he
you.
really? Okay.
Yeah, so he can,
He's
just so
willing
he
to risk his life to get a flower.
can, Yeah. Really, to be fair, he'd be willing to do it just so he could say that he did it so you could owe him.
Malphane and Quintessa. The silence of the night continues onward and onward as you hide, wondering, have they seen us? Are they going to go get us? And daylight starts to peer through the trees.
It was a fucking animal, wasn't it? It was just some random fucking squirrel.
Humanoid.
I don't know. Just being like...
It was a squirrel in boots!
Yeah, it was
Oh
a
no, the
Ratatosk.
furries.
They probably exist somewhere, right, Alex?
I do have stats for Ratatosk, so...
Oh my
Yeah!
god.
So, squirrel and
I
boots.
feel
check out.
so fucking embarrassed right now.
It's alright. You did the right thing.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Moving on.
I
Alright.
rubbed Mal's back. I think we're fine.
Okay. How many levels of exhaustion is that?
0, you didn't
You
move.
guys stay put.
Oh,
Good.
I didn't? Okay.
Yeah, we were fine.
Okay.
So we're all awake.
You're all
Okay,
awake.
Is this where we split up now, or we can pass on the Mortis Memoria to Quintessa Malphine, and the three of us stay back to
Yeah.
Do some recon on the corpse?
Hopefully.
Cool. Okay, well then here's what I'm gonna say. I say we move as a group, kind of towards where it would be like we stay together, kind of moving away from Asher and Laura towards the normal. However, we go to Batrand's Hall, but then once we're still close enough to Asher and Laura, but we can get Mal and Quintessa to split off, so I don't feel as anxious about them being on their own. Then I'll give them the Mortis Memoria. But until then, the Mortis Memoria is staying in my bag. Do we
Yeah.
all agree to that?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Then how?
Let's
So
escort
how?
them out of
take-
elf territory.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're gonna escort them out of elf territory first, and then we'll split off.
Good call.
Okay.
And by the way, the services are ability to not lie, because if the elf scouts see these same gnomes leaving and then coming back, they'd be like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, we were escorting some humans out. Well, sorry, it's a human and a half elf around and out. It's not technically a lie. We're just skirting the truth. But we are just here to visit Asher and Laura. And like, oh, okay, cool. So it's not a lie. It's
Okay.
just half truth.
I get the feeling if you specify that it's a human and a half elf.
Say two
Well,
people.
actually, Quintessa wasn't there with him, so
Nah.
Well, then we'll just say we were escorting 2 tall folk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that works.
All right.
2 people with legs.
2 people. We all have legs, Quintessa.
So,
Which
which
have longer legs than the others?
Except for Jabidi. Jabidi does not have legs.
which
Yeah,
direction?
that's fair.
I mean, kind of like going along. I mean, I assume the only way we can feasibly go is that way.
Okay. All right. You head northward along the coast, and in the course of your travels, you walk through a thick section of wood. Like there are a lot of brambles and stuff wrapped around trees, wrapped in the canopy, and not a whole lot of room to move anywhere through here.
Nice.
All right.
And let's see here.
Does this place feel familiar? Like,
You were never this far south of Asher and Alora.
okay, I was just making sure we weren't in the same place we met Serata.
Actually, if you wanted to make sure
No,
that
no, no,
everything's
no,
on the up and up, nature or perception check.
Why not?
Perception.
Nature.
That's an arcana. I said nature.
Oh, whoopsie.
Scam will make a nature check.
You know even less, Momo.
I natural
Hey.
20. I have the best of all of us.
All right.
Best nature check, yeah.
So, Malifane, as you walk through, you hear the sounds of faint breathing from around you and above you. Quintessa, you look around and you realize, we should be getting a lot more sunlight than we do, looking up and seeing that it appears to be, like, openings in the tree line, even though it's thick, that sunlight should be coming through. Scam, you remember very well what the disguised metal platforms in the canopy that elves used to be above you and fire down from above are.
Oh, no.
Scam is not looking at it directly. He's just aware of its existence. He is pretending like he hasn't noticed anything or remembered anything. He's just gonna be like, he's gonna say, yeah, bramble wall. Real tough. Alright, well, how about we skirt around it and maybe find a safer path to take you two along? Yeah?
Nods head.
Cool. And then just kind of very nonchalantly just begin moving on an alternative path.
You turn down an alternative path, take a few steps. As soon as you get past the tree line, you see standing in the path a big ol' elf in thick armor with a flamethrower pointed in your direction. Omarin smirks.
Fucker again.
Oh, Marin.
Good day, Sir Elf. How may I assist
Howdy.
you today?
Well, you see, you happen to have some people we're very interested in. Now,
Oh? Who's
You-
that?
points the flamethrower directly at Quintessa and Malifane.
These two? Oh, okay. Why are you interested in them?
Oh, you know, they're criminals who need to face elven judgment. So, you can
Oh,
hand them
holy
over the easy way or the hard way. Please say the hard
Oh.
way. I am so bored.
I was gonna say easy way. Yeah, please take these two off of my hands.
All right.
Some help you are.
Cannot lie, just fucking go with it.
Several elves drop down from the canopy. Several of them immediately get to a standing position, pointing arrows and bows and arrows, rather, at Malifane and Quintessa, while others approach, manacles in hand.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
Malifane doesn't even struggle.
Scam is doing that thing where he's saying things as if they are questions, but he is suddenly putting, like, periods and exclamation marks at the end of them to just make them, instead of him pretending to ask a question, he's just saying statements like, oh my, or, like, what's happening? just totally just gaming the system there. But yeah, he's just like, oh my goodness, this is... Okay, please. These two are criminals.
Just for flavor text, because he can, Malifane says in Gnomish, "You assholes."
Hang on what charge?
War crimes. You know damn well what you did to poor old Ravenala. Personally, if it was up to me, I'd burn you alive on the spot, but we'll see what the rest of them have to say.
I'm sorry, but I don't recount doing anything.
Well, that's too bad for you. Let's see if the rest of them feel that way.
Quintessa?
Well, fine. You can take me in and I can tell you exactly what I know.
I'm glad we understand each other.
Scone will very innocently say, Scone will very innocently say, "Good kind Sir Elf, we don't want any trouble. We're not in any trouble, are we?"
Omarin slowly turns, looks down at you. Well, now that depends. How exactly do you know these two?
Oh, we were, traveling with them. They had to go somewhere into the swamps for something related to that one's family member. And, didn't want to travel alone for that endeavor. We have some experience passing through the region before.
Omarin's insight is not high enough to justify making a check to make sure
Also,
he's not picking up any...
Was a lie.
Nothing you said was a lie, but the insight would be for him to realize, wait, there's some missing pieces here.
Totally.
All right.
Trying to debate how to go about this.
Go with them.
I think we should go with them.
The surrender will help you. Surrender. We're going to Ashran'Alara anyway. Maybe you just surrender and we'll figure it out.
We'll find you.
I feel like Malifane would say, just tell you to just bring it to Kelwyn at this point. Which is what he's going to do. He's going to say in Goblin, it's just bring the flower to Kelwyn.
Scam will blink and not react to that at all.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll make no visual reaction to that whatsoever.
Okay. All right. So, both Quintessa and Malifane are handcuffed. Omarin does a hand gesture and the elves start pushing you towards Ashran'Alara. Not the gnomes, obviously. As far as he knows, the gnomes are all right.
Thank you, kind Sir Elves. Peace be with you and all that.
Cheers.
You dick.
Cheers.
What else were we
that was nothing else.
That's fair.
Yeah. Did you want to fight Omarin and a shitload of elves right there?
That was fair. The best option for us to maintain.
This is fair. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Fudge.
Well, I'll turn back to the party and be like, well, that was not optimal. Scam will just cursory glance. He has a -2 on perception, so I'm not gonna even roll for it. Just cursory glance around, but he'll just be like, all right, so
let's make some tracks and chat.
Yeah, I think we should go a bit askance. Do elves employ the death penalty?
Probably.
Make a history check.
Hey, I had an elf wife. Would I know this?
Yeah, make a history check with advantage, Corellian.
Hey!
This would be history, yes?
Yes.
Hey, yeah, Momo does have a history with elves.
Life imprisonment to the elves isn't very effective because they live for so long. They absolutely have the death penalty.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I'll relay that.
Hey, okay, cool, but elves are pretty slow, right? They do everything slowly because they're so long lived. That's how elves work, right?
Did you just not interact with Omarin?
Yeah, that's fucking right. Okay. All right, let's make some tracks. Just keep going on the path that we were planning on taking. We're not going to go after them just yet, so let's make some ground until we feel a bit more confident that we're not gonna be fucked. So, yeah.
All right. You skirt around Ashran'Alara, not wanting anything to do with that right now.
I didn't do that. Scam halfway through walking, though, will pause and be like, guy. It turned to Corellian and Scam. Sorry, Corellian and Momo. I'm Scam. What's happening? We'll turn to them and says, maybe we could. And he says this with all of the sarcasm in the world, and he specifically locks eye contact with Momo, and he says that, we could just leave them behind.
No.
Too soon, Momo. Too soon.
I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. All right, fuck.
All right. And I'll just end this first before we get to Mal and Quintessa.
Yes.
I'm assuming you want to go that way, scooching around the edge of Ashran and Laura.
Yeah. We're staying close to Ashran and Laura, but we're not trying to directly follow the elves that took them.
Okay. As evening approaches, you pass by one of the main paths that leads into Ashran and Laura from the forest, and you look and see that there are a couple of elves standing over unconscious Oriad in the road, using magic to paint some kind of mark on the Oriad's forehead.
You do all the talking.
Me? Shit. Fuck. Just keep walking, being like, oh, fair travels, kind elves. Just, not trying to stop, just trying to, just kind of, maneuver around them, give them respectful space, just all, wave, greet them, bow, salute, whatever the fuck.
Just sort of hail and move on.
Yeah.
The elves give you a nod and a wave as you pass.
Sorry, beg terrible pardon, kind sirs and madams. Is there any particular reason for those symbols you're drawing?
Yes, Giuses. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Ah, Scam nods. Well, good day. And they'll just keep moving.
All right. This is about where you can stop.
Geasing is that makes me really nervous that they're geasing them.
What is a geas?
A geas, I believe geas is a spell I'd be familiar with.
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Can I also roll Arcana?
Sure.
This is a fun spell. I love
Can
this
I?
spell.
Oh, that didn't mean to. That was a 14. But I'll give myself.
Geas is my favorite anime.
Can I know
I've
Arcana?
never seen it.
The divine magic caster asks.
Momo.
Oh yes, mine's an 18.
Momo Arias 100% said, "Let's read about something else." Whenever Jesus came up in studies.
That's fine when he did. It's this tiny bird, what's that? Let's look at something else, huh?
Nothing? Yeah. Scam. Giuses are really nasty.
No, I know.
They are magical commands that force people to perform a service for as long as the Gius holds up.
Yeah, and if they don't perform that service, it does a lot of damage to them mentally. So, if they're geasing a bunch of unconscious Oriad, my go-to assumption is that they're either going to be they're going to be forcing those Oriad to go attack their own, or essentially be like sleeper agent spies. So that's my go-to assumption.
Well, wouldn't the did the symbols fade away afterwards, or would they just stay visible?
It's a good question. My inner self, would they stay visible?
Normally Gius is a verbal spell, so obviously there's some mutation in how they're casting it.
I'm not familiar with this version of this casting, so maybe? I don't know. It's usually a verbal spell.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's fucked. Speaking of fucked,
Malphane and Quintessa!
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
You are shoved along whenever your pace starts to slow down until you get through the gates of Ashran Alora. There are a lot more guards and soldiers here than the last time. A lot more guards and soldiers. Most of them in armor that looks like they belong to high elves rather than the wood elves that mainly populate Ashran Alora.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wood elves that are giving you the dirty looks whenever you pass by, though.
Question, are we handcuffed in front or behind?
You are handcuffed behind.
Alright, cool. I'm scared.
Alright. And eventually you get pushed towards a poorly lit metal building, basically this bronze and iron slab in the shape of a cube with little to no thought put into decoration, pushed inside, and in there is a jail cell, completely featureless, that the both of you are tossed inside together. Omaran just slams the door shut when the both of you are inside.
So, how long are we supposed to be in here for?
We
He says
figure-
this with a completely straight face, by the way.
Figure a couple days rotting while you go hungry will leave you too delirious to lie to us.
Okay, cool.
Then again, not my call. I'm not the guy in charge of interrogations. I'm the guy in charge of being there, setting you on fire when you lie to us.
We're gonna die here anyways. You wouldn't happen to know who the person is in charge of interrogating us, would you?
Umariak volunteered. That's gonna be fun to watch.
The bee guy, right?
The bee girl.
Bee girl. Sorry, that's Scott forgetting. My bad. Right.
What year is it in Irion, by the way?
Big shrug.
Oh, okay. I was gonna make a God Scott. It's insert year here.
It is the current year.
It is the current year. Yeah, foiled. My joke was foiled. Foiled by loose mortal bidding. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great, that's fun. If my publishers find out about this, I'm fucked.
Yeah, cool. We have the information on our side. We're gonna be alright.
Yeah, we'll be fine. My career won't be fine.
As long as your name is cleared, you'll be fine. I promise.
Great. Now I can write about. I've never been in prison before.
I have.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
You didn't tell me this.
Oh yeah, there was this one incident in, I'm already forgetting the name.
Murdeal.
Of the Kobold City. Thank you. There was this one incident in Murdeal where the king kind of went batshit insane and he threw us all in the cell. That was fun.
What the fuck? Why do you never tell me these things?
Honestly, because of reactions like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They really are that high school couple.
Also, before I forget, they have taken your things so that you can't just say, I use thieves' tools to unlock the door from the inside.
Wasn't even planning on it, but
No.
thank you.
I expected as much.
Yeah. And with that interesting discussion about being in jail underway, speaking of being screwed, cut back to the rest of the party.
Oh. Alright, so here's the plan. We go inside Asher and Alora, and we figure it out from there.
That's not much of a plan.
Well, I don't have a layout of Asher and Alora, so therefore I can't exactly plan specifics of how to break them out of prison.
Do we know exactly where she is?
Well, okay, the corpse and our companions are two different things. So yes, how about this? We go to Asher and Alora, and we split up, so we aren't like just this conspicuous group of gnomes walking around. I will go poking around for information regarding your wife's corpse. You two poke around for information about anything that might be useful to breaking Mal and Quintess out of prison before they're killed.
I don't think splitting up would be the greatest idea.
I don't
Any
think
of
that
us.
sticking together is the best idea.
At least together we have some way of helping each other. It's not like we're powerless.
Okay, well, I say that we go to sleep today. I need to change Jibbity's shape because I only barely managed to tuck him into the bag of holding before the elves saw us. So, like, I need to change what he looks like, and otherwise they might catch on to the fact it's like, wait a second, that gnome has, like, is that a money? Is that? No, like, oh, it's a money elemental, which is actually technically a lie. So, because he's a homunculus.
Right. So, I guess, Momo, you and I, we can put our heads together and do our best to get an approximate layout of what we remember.
His
when it
body
comes to
immediately just like
Ashnalora.
relaxes with relief. Just, thank you. Sounds
then,
like a much more prepared plan.
So we figure out as much as we know, so we have at least a layout, some more planning. But Carlian sort of looks off into the middle distance. The living need to take care of the living first.
Okay, then I still advocate we split up for at least an hour or two just to fan out, and then we can and then we can. No, I meant okay. How about this? You and Corellian stick together. I go off myself. We reconvene after 2 hours just to see, so we're not conspicuously this group of 3 gnomes walking around, being noticeably, seemingly looking for something. At least if we are in different groups, it might be a little less obvious.
Okay. I'm not too crazy about the idea, but Corellian holds up one of the sending stones, which was accidentally taken from Batrance. We'll have one, and you have the other, right?
Yep.
And I have the spell sealed, so
Yeah. Let's try to avoid using as many of our spell slots as possible.
Understandable.
So yeah, use the sending stone if things are dire. Oh, this is hinky. All right, we'll tell you. First things first. We get into Ashnalora. We secure accommodations because that's what travelers do. I assume people who are visiting secure our accommodations, and then we'll figure it out from there. Taking it step by step. Let's at least get in the city first. Because if shit goes south as soon as we're entering the city, then we're just going to need to start blowing things up until we're good. So, let's get in the city first. Yeah.
All right. So, just to double check where we are for next session, are you heading into the city or setting up camp here first?
I would prefer to change Jibiti, which I need to do over a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll set up outside then.
Cool. You set up camp outside, take your rest. Nothing really will happen random encounter-wise this close to the city, especially since you are in disguise. So I'll say that the long rest passes. Malifane and Quintessa, they don't feed you.
Right.
Food is overrated.
You have 1 level of exhaustion as you just sit and wait in prison. Slowly but surely getting hungry and thirsty.
This is that thought experiment of they just lock 2 animals in a cage and don't feed them and see what happens.
Don't get water either.
Oh,
yep.
Mm-hmm.
But
I knew Quintessa was a man-eater, but this is ridiculous.
This is the origin story of the cannibal conspiracy.
This is how Zephy is born.
But we'll see how that goes next time in the Great Wife Heist on Fallen Empires. We'll see you all next week. Important information before we go, though. We will be changing our schedule next week. For the summer, Fallen Empires will be on Monday rather than on Tuesday, but it will be at the same time, so 3 to 6 Central.
Yep.
Plus post-show. I'll make more posts about it. I'll make more posts about it so that y'all don't forget. But if you show up on Tuesday and are like, hey, where's Fallen Empires? After I make a thing that says we're on Monday, I'll be disappointed in all of you.
Oh, well.
But we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.